Oh, it doesn't matter. It's classified information.
So what did you say about 9/11? Like they all should have died, or?
Oh, Jesus Christ. No, I'm more patriotic than I look, dude.
No. Honestly, you
after hearing me talk and like hanging out with me for like the last few days while I'm here, like it might be more of a shock to people that are like, oh damn, like like they don't know me.
Well, honestly,
I look more patriotic.
Well, you do look patriotic, and let me tell you why.
Why?
You have the I'm gonna kill you boots on.
Oh yeah.
You have NASA jacket bomber on.
Yeah, and it has the American flag on it
Yeah,
too.
and the
aviators. Yeah.
And you just shaved your head. Like you are.
That's right.
Like you honestly look like a state trooper.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
It's either a state trooper.
I mean, it's not too bad.
Or like
could be worse.
Or like a 45-year-old like dad that has like a cover rock band.
Oh my God. I'll take it. 45-year-old dad, I'll take it.
How many kids you got?
2.
Only
Just 2. Yeah.
How old are they?
One's 4 and one's 1.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
You started late, bro.
I'm a new dad. Better late than don't judge me now.
Wait, right? you didn't want to shoot blinks here? You wanted kids?
Truly.
Yeah.
It's something I still have to think about. I'm 23. I haven't even been thinking about kids yet. You know what I mean?
Right.
Maybe I'd say maybe 1.
Right.
Maybe 1.
Dude, you know how crazy it would be if we just didn't tell anybody who was you on here? We just kept on going and just like
you keep the title just like it's just nothing.
MOSHCAST episode 98 interview.
Just interview.
Yeah.
Yeah. You picked me up off the street like 10 minutes ago. I don't know who you are.
Yeah, literally. I was like, dude, this guy looks like he fucks, honestly.
Yeah. You were like, hey, this guy looks like he's 40 years old with 2 brand new children. I'll bring him in.
Yeah, I was like, You were actually getting set up right next to a Walmart with a sign that says, "Can't lie, just need a beer."
Just need a beer. You know what I mean?
Not gonna lie, I'm gonna buy drugs with this money.
Real casual. I'm not gonna lie to people. I mean, might as well be honest. Yeah.
Should we tell them who you are?
Yeah, let's tell them
who I am.
You gotta introduce me.
Actually, first we need to introduce the show. This is the MOSHCAST.
That's right.
If you just stumbled upon us, this is the MOSHCAST. It is actually almost the... I wish it was the 100th. It's not the 100th. It's not the 100th episode.
I'll let somebody else have the recognition for it.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do the Pride Month special being the 100th, even though it's not going to be on Pride.
Yeah,
Pride Month. But, that's how it works here. So this is the MOSHCAST. If you stumble upon us, this is our show. My show. And he just walks in. He just walked in this day.
That's right.
And if you want to watch all the others, they're down there below. Like almost 100 of them. And there's like other stuff on there too. So check that out. Our guests are actually, this is probably the most important guest I've had. Actually,
dude.
It's been years.
It has been.
I've talked to people about like it's been months, and I've been trying to get you on pod or whatever. No, this guy right here single-handedly has juked MOSHCAST since I started, basically.
Since you started.
And it's taken us a long time for him to get here.
Mm-hmm.
We had to go through what is that thing called whenever in planes? You had to go through
couple TSA checkpoints.
Yeah, TSA like a lot of them. It was like 20 TSA checkpoints.
Yeah.
They were trying to figure out whether or not he should be in the plane or in the luggage area.
Yeah, I'm a flight risk.
Yeah, and it's not one of those things where he's a flight risk where they say no, but it's like more of like a flight risk of being like, and they have to call people, and they're left on like
it's the
hold.
Bureaucracies that got us. You know what I mean? But we're here now.
Yeah, finally after
finally
years,
got me in.
It's like we had to get him a green card almost.
Yeah.
That's
just for Texas.
That's a slap on you, America. Make it easier for migrants to get green cards, you fucking assholes.
There you go.
This right here, my man, Plague. Everybody, Plague.
And then the screaming audience. Oh yeah.
My pussy wet.
Fantastic. Oh dude,
panties
everybody
get thrown. And
you know what I mean.
Shit. Plague is in Texas. Plague in Texas, bro.
I'm in Amarillo. This is
Amarillo,
Texas. I've been talking to everybody here and like telling them about it. This is the first time that I've been out of my home state, California.
Dude. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's and crazy. I chose Amarillo, which is about as American as it gets.
Yeah, Amarillo's American for sure.
Oh yeah,
100% American.
I like it out here.
It's like, yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a lot of songs for Amarillo.
Yeah.
Amarillo by morning on the San Antone. You know, that song is a big one.
The only country song that I really know, like word for word, is probably "Country Boy" by Aaron Lewis.
Oh yeah,
that's my favorite country song.
We were jamming out to "Save a Horse, Ride a Cow."
Save a horse, ride a cowboy. Love it out here.
Oh God.
It's hot, but like I can deal with
dude,
it. You know what I mean?
It's so hot, dude.
Yeah.
It's so hot that when you got here, I had to explain to you that my car was shit.
Yeah.
I was
you want to tell them real quick?
Yeah. So I've been dealing with car problems. Well, let's just say things happened in my life, and I've had to separate myself from some people, and we had a car. But I was generous enough to let them have the good one, and I kept my piece of shit car, and love the thing, and I will always say that because the universe knows that I need it, and it knows that it needs me. But it is a piece of shit, and my windows don't roll up, my windows don't roll down, and there's something wrong with the undercarriage, and it gets too hot, and it'll turn off on the road. It'll just turn off. It's the fuel pump.
Safety feature starts kicking in.
Safety features start kicking in. But the shitty part about this whole thing is, I knew that Plague was coming, and I was like, I think that'll be okay. The first day he showed up, my brakes just went out.
Yeah.
And so we've been driving like as a rolling hazard sign. Literally,
a little bit
rolling. We're gonna be in danger if you do something stupid. We're gonna fuck you up more than anything.
Yeah, it's been some pressure on us.
Yeah,
but we're getting through it. I mean, we haven't died yet.
Like honestly, the hours that we've spent in that car since you've been here, we should be like certified stuntmen.
Yeah.
Honestly,
yeah.
I mean, we do that. Like in OSHA could be on our ass. Everybody should be on our ass. But like we're just chilling.
They should be.
Cops are waving at us, and we're like,
yeah.
What's up, man?
Management hasn't said anything. Nothing. You know what I mean?
Oh.
So I mean, we're just the workers. We'll let other people figure that out.
Yeah. Tail lights out too. I forgot to tell you that. Tail lights out. Blinkers
out.
No
way.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Oh, no air conditioner. No AC.
Oh yeah,
no,
true.
Yeah, no heater. What else is fucked up on that? The radio sometimes just cuts off.
A little bit. I haven't experienced that, but I mean, probably you have.
Oh yeah, I've had a lot.
We've been banging out to a whole bunch of EDM out here.
EDM.
Yeah, I've been showing you the music that I listen to, all the rock and like the metal and everything.
Showed you. I mean, I basically showed you everything that Emerald has to offer.
Yeah.
Basically. Look who it is. Look who it is.
Came.
He just showed up. Yeah. So let's chill out for a second. Let's chill out. We're going so fast. I wanted to say, I'm chilling today. I'm so chill. I got my sweats on. No underwear.
There you go.
Shades.
Easy.
My new cap.
My man's living his best life over here.
Yeah, and we're in a new spot. We're at the household studio. Where Skirt and me did our EP, which we're about to drop, and we did the music, we did the listening party.
Yeah, we had the listening party at Print Nation. I got to meet the lovely people over there that run it, Destiny and Curtis. That's right. Yeah. So
literally,
I got to
meet everybody. You got to meet everybody of the.
Yeah, basically.
Where are the drinks at? Is that what you're saying? They're in the freezer at the bottom.
But yeah,
who is this? Is this the help? Like, who are you?
I think she's the assistant on set.
No, it's great. It's Lucy. Lucy. She's actually upgraded a week ago. Lucy is actually me and Skirt's manager.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're talking
to
the
manager.
No,
the manager.
Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Yeah, she's the manager.
Okay.
Hey, I was nice. Look.
That's my fault. I apologize.
And also, I was nice enough. I got y'all too. All right. I got y'all 2 of those. Yeah. And tell Skirt to buckle up, buddy.
Yeah.
Both of y'all.
Buckle up.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I got my belt on. You?
1, 2, buckle
I
my
can't
shoe.
see anything. I got my shades on. I got my. What are they called? Hater Raiders.
Yeah.
I'm blocking out the haters.
She's got the right idea.
Love y'all.
But yeah,
we're just chilling, bro. We got the shades on. We want
just
to
doing our
shades.
thing.
Like I can't see nothing.
Yeah.
But I can see you kind of.
Right. I took off my glasses. I can't see 5 feet in front of me.
That's fine. I think it's totally fine.
Yeah, it's fine. We're just chilling. What are you gonna do? Stop us?
What are you gonna stop us from hanging out?
Yeah.
It's me and Plague, dude.
So, I have a gift for you.
Oh yeah, you wanted to do this gift.
I have a gift for you. Yeah.
And you've been itching to give it to me.
And I don't know if you want to put on your glasses and like really take a clear look at it.
Yeah, I will. I will take
we'll do it very quickly.
Wait, is my glasses over here? Or they're over there on the. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get my glasses.
Mine, real quick, like. Maybe we'll put a break music. Actually, you know what? Cue the MOSHCAST. Cue the MOSHCAST intro music again one more time right here. and then you can cut it on again. And then now we're back. Actually, you know what? If we're gonna put the intro music on again, let's do it just a third time real quick, like right now.
Right. That's a lot of editing for me.
Thank you. Then now we're back. If you want, I can do it.
No, that's fine.
That'll be easy.
No, because you know what happened last time when I had somebody else do their editing?
Yeah.
It was Lil God.
Yeah.
And we did 6 hours of podcast. It was
Holy crap.
With Kid and Sad and him, and then I did another one by himself. And he was like, "Hey man, let me edit it for you. I'd love to do it." And I was like, "Yeah, for sure." 2 weeks roll by, and I'm like, "Hey bro, you got the stuff?" And he goes, "Man, I lost it."
Oh my god.
Yeah, he lost it.
It gets lost in the sauce.
Got lost in the motherfucking sauce
too easily.
So there's 6 hours of podcast that is in either Kid's house or Sad Silla's house.
It's classified.
And it's classified.
It's classified.
Literally, one day, maybe, we'll find it.
Yeah, one day.
So,
Until
I will not give you my SD card. Sorry.
Yeah? Oh, well, I tried.
Yeah.
We have a special gift for you.
A gift. I need.
So, it's not just from me. This is from Wasteland as well, back in California.
Oh,
he couldn't make it, so,
okay.
I'm here. But this is from all of us, from Tundra Records.
Oh, shit.
From Tundra Network, actually.
Oh, shit. Is it weed?
You're going to have to open it and find out.
It feels like a kilo of something.
Kilo of something? Yeah. I got friends at TSA. Yeah. Make sure you open it. Well, I guess the camera can see it. But if you want to read the note, there's a note somewhere on there.
A gift message for you. Thank you to everyone watching this episode and the crew of MOSHCAST from Tundra Network.
That's right.
Wow, it's so professional, dude.
It's very professional.
Very professional. I thought that was a signature. It's just hills with trees. But, I mean, technically, that is the tundra.
Yeah.
If you think about it. So, I'm going to do some tomorrow.
Out there, wherever they are.
Should I open it just, like, nicely or not nicely?
A little bit nicely. Okay. Just to make sure. We wanted to get something nice for you.
Hold on. What the fuck? Hold on. What?
That's right.
Whoa, dude, what?
That's right.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you wanna stand up and give the
back and everything?
Yeah.
Holy fuck. No way, dude.
That's right.
No way.
That's right, buddy. All right, you know what? While All Might's gonna go put her on, did they? Yeah, and then on the back.
That's crazy.
It's nuts, right? Now it's all coming together. Why I asked you for those MOSHCAST pictures and everything. All right, while All Might puts it on, okay, we're gonna run the intro music just one more time, because go fuck yourself. Why not? And then and then we play the music again. That's right. Yeah, now it makes sense why I was texting you for your size, why I was asking for pictures, why I was asking for PNGs of everything. All right, and now we're back, and now it's official. So, real quick, just to give you a slight explanation,
Yeah.
because we've been hanging out the last few days,
Yes. Yes.
and I told you like I have a really nice gift for you. I was hyping it up a little bit. I was telling you I have a really nice gift for you,
Right.
and there was one small problem about it, but I didn't want to bring it up until you opened it.
Yeah.
The only problem is that you can't change your Instagram handle because it's
I
it's on
can't
there.
change it ever again.
Yeah. First piece of MOSHCAST merch.
Dude, that's crazy, bro.
It looks nice, right?
I love it, dude.
Thank you.
I'm gonna wear this all the time.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna wear it to I'm gonna wear it to all the shows.
Oh yeah.
I'm definitely gonna keep it on while having sex.
Yep.
I gotta do that.
You're just gonna score extra bonus points.
Yeah, I'm
It's
just
gonna happen.
dude. I
Yeah.
can already feel the pussy power, the
Yeah.
pussy energy coming off of this.
Oh yeah.
I already know there's girls like I'm already getting DMs.
you alerted every woman ages 20 to 29 within a 10-mile radius right now.
Dude.
Yeah.
That's dude. I'm gonna fuck in this, bro.
I'm gonna fuck.
Dude, I appreciate it, bro. Like, honestly, dude, I fucking
know
love this
what
shit,
it
bro.
is. Yeah.
Thank you.
We all love you out there in California. You know, we just wanted to spread some of it.
Dude, now I need to go over there.
Yeah.
Now you gotta show me your walking spots.
I will. I'll show you around. Yeah,
That'd
Bay
be
Area.
crazy.
Bay Area, California, baby.
But yeah, we'll talk about that too. So that we've been doing a lot since you got here. We had a list of things, and it's been kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Going everywhere, but we kind of got the list down.
Right.
Almost, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You ate barbecue, Texas
We
barbecue.
did. We went to Tyler's Barbecue.
Yeah.
That was very fun. Shout out Tyler's Barbecue.
Shout out Tyler's. I showed you around. I went to Cali Ranch.
That's right. We went to Cadillac Ranch, also one of the places that we've been filming at. Yeah, you kind of told me the story behind it. You know what I mean? Very strange, very interesting.
Yeah.
Also, not what normal people do is bury like 8 cars just out in the middle of nowhere. Right.
It's just art, you know, art.
Yeah, it's just art.
What people like artists do, they just ruin things.
Yeah.
They're like 8 cars, cake, bury them.
Easy.
It's like whatever, dude.
Yeah.
And they're caked with spray paint to the point where
there are layers. It's like at least 6 inches, 7 inches of just spray paint on the body. It's like melting down.
Yeah, it's melting down. It's getting so
insane.
Hot. It's just drooping now.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even know they're cars at this point anymore.
You couldn't. The tires look like spheres.
Crazy.
Yeah. But
I didn't even hear that.
Yeah, what else did we do?
So
honestly, it just seems like we've been like burning through time like this.
Like,
yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. We did the retro booming.
We did the retro booming listening party,
which was dope as shit. A lot of people showed up.
The first EP by you and mixed by Skirt. That's right. Yeah.
So we did that, and
shout out Skirt, by the way, amazing recording engineer. You know what I mean? You guys, both you and Skirt have been,
we've just been kicking ass.
You guys have been kind enough to, like, let me come through here, spend most of my time here and everything.
Right, 100%.
In and out constantly, you know what I mean? I'm very thankful and very blessed to be around, genuine people, like even like so far away from where I normally am, you know what I mean? It's it's been a very humbling experience. People have been telling me, like, oh, Amarillo, like, maybe there's, like, not a whole bunch of things to do here and stuff like that. But in my head, I'm thinking, as long as I'm around people from my tribe, people that I can, like, really get along with, it doesn't matter where I am,
It's all home.
It just depends who I'm with.
Right.
Yeah, and that's one of those things.
You're going to make me cry.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Oh, you know what, dude? I got to put my hater shades back on.
There you go.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Now they can't see me cry.
Now we're back.
So we did. That went down, and then you you filmed
my
music video.
That's right, Carrie Underwood.
And how fucking crazy! Like
It's very crazy.
It's gonna be very crazy.
I don't know if you want to give out the details before it comes out or anything like that.
I don't think so.
We'll keep it a secret.
But let me tell you, like, we're gonna keep it a secret. But
yeah.
the places that we went to, let's just say, were kind of, it just happened.
It's a very, it was very lucky the things that
lucky.
happened.
It was very lucky for the things that happened.
Yeah.
And all the places that we went, almost all the places that we went to, except for a few of them, were kind of like it was very weird.
Yeah.
It wasn't weird in the fact of like it was weird there. It was weird that we got those places.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's more of like an exclusive Amarillo experience.
Yeah.
In terms of like me being here, and on top of that, the type of footage that we got.
I think
for
it's
this
how you
music
talk
video.
to the people.
What was that?
You're like when you talk to the people.
Yeah.
You're very professional.
Right.
And you sounded like you knew what you were doing.
Well,
and I think that's what scared them. They're like, oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean, like that's just one of those things. Like, you know, you want to develop like you want to make sure that you have a good first impression with people.
100%.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Especially when you're taking up their time and their energy and sometimes their resources. Like just being professional so that they can kind of like, you know, get a different vibe with you. You don't want to be too casual because then, you know, maybe they'll think like, oh, they're not taking me too seriously. Especially if we're in like a place of business or something like that. You know, you want to show respect to them as a business person first.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
So you just like called them up or walked in and you're like, hey, this is who I am.
Right.
You can go fuck yourself. And they're like, yeah, yes sir, no sir.
Not
like, anything you want.
Yeah. Something like that.
I was like, damn, this guy got the fucking Riz, bro.
Yeah, I got the Riz.
Everybody was just like, I'll fuck him right now. I don't give a shit.
Jesus
Anything
Christ.
he wants. I'm like, hell yeah, this is why I am his friend.
Amarillo's been fun. If anybody, like, I don't know your audience's, like, you know, like what regions they're from or anything like that. I'm sure that you have people from, you know, Canyon and you know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I know you're from Friona, right? So I don't know if you have people from Canyon, Friona, you know, like people like that in neighboring.
Friona? No. Friona doesn't watch my shit.
Yeah. Well, regardless, in neighboring towns, you know what I mean? Like
New Mexico. I know I have some from New Mexico.
Yeah.
Check, obviously.
Yeah.
Wherever the fuck Abner is.
Yeah.
He watches the shit.
He's in Texas. He's
No, he's not.
Yeah, because
I thought he was in Mexico.
I asked him because I was DMing a whole bunch of people and I was like, hey, like I'm coming to Amarillo. I DM'd Abner and he said I think he said he's in Austin or something, but I don't want to.
Wow.
I don't want to say that like I know that for certain, but I'm fairly sure.
He played it off like he was in Mexico.
I'm fairly sure he's in Texas. He's probably like more down south or something like that.
Like San Antonio, El Paso.
But, yeah, for anybody that's in like the neighboring towns of Amarillo, like there's more than enough here. You know, at least from my perspective, and I'm coming from the like San Francisco area of California.
Right.
That's considered like you could be there for months and keep doing new stuff.
Yeah, there's so much stuff to do over there. That's where all the famous people die.
Right?
It's either you become famous and then you die, or you die trying to be famous.
Yeah.
So you pick your poison over there.
There you go.
What was it? System of a Down. Never meant. You know, the whole Hollywood song.
That's SoCal. Those SoCal.
SoCal is like.
Southern California is like its own state. Let's be honest.
They're like, what do they say? Never go to Hollywood.
Yeah, what song is that?
System of a Down.
System of a Down.
I think it's called Hollywood.
Got it.
And it's talking about how like Hollywood just fucking fucks you up.
You know what? Something weird. I consume music in a very strange way.
You do.
Like I don't listen to like whole albums or like sometimes even whole EPs. Like I'll take one song from one artist in one genre and like I'll have that on repeat for like 8 months.
Holy shit.
And then I'll have like a completely separate artist, completely separate song in like the same genre, and I'll just do the same thing like 1,000 times over, and then I'll just switch genres to something else, and then I'll do the same thing.
Yeah, because you walked in Texas and you're like, hey, let me show you. Can we listen to what was it today? We listened to.
We listened to a heavy metal song.
No, it was the country guy.
Aaron Lewis.
Yeah, let's listen to Aaron Lewis. And I was like,
Yeah, and I was like, that's
how
the
the
only
fuck
that's
do
the
you
only
know?
country song I know.
I was like, how the fuck do you know Aaron Lewis? And then he was just jamming out to it. And I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah. I know all the words to it, dude. I listened to it for like 8 months straight.
Fuck,
There's
dude.
there's an audio engineer that I know from Sacramento, from Elk Grove. Shout out C Sharp. He's an audio engineer.
Nice.
He showed me that song.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Wow.
I remember listening to it, and I was like, I'm gonna need some more of this.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
and I just listened to that, and then from there, like I started listening to like darker country and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Nick Nolan. You showed me Almighty, the what is it? The Devil, the
the Devil and the Almighty
and
Blues.
the Almighty Blues. That's right. Yeah.
It's actually the Devil and the Almighty Sigh.
Devil and the Almighty Sigh. That's right.
I mean, that should be the next album.
The Almighty Sigh.
The Devil and the Almighty Sigh.
Jesus Christ.
And it's just gonna be like super funk reverb shit.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna hear what I say.
The first project needs to be called The Breath of Life.
The Breath of Life?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I this is gonna sound so stupid, but I know that it's a Zelda reference. I just haven't played Zelda or anything like that. You'll have Zelda on the cover.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
But like yeah, I'm down with that.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
scary.
Yeah.
Right? Or is it not scary?
We'll make it a little scary.
We'll make it a little scary?
Yeah.
I'm down with it.
Yeah.
I'm down with being scary.
Yeah, there you go. But
So
yeah.
people probably don't know who you are and
Right.
what you do
Yeah.
and why you're here.
Yeah.
So a little backtrack here. You know,
Sure.
we became friends through the Lost group chat, which shout out the Lost group chat.
That's right. Everybody out there.
And Free Lost, wherever the fuck he's at.
Yeah. Free loss.
He might be in prison. He might be, I don't know, doing other things, but
Yeah.
free him. Free him. Anybody just know.
Loss, if you're listening to this, we miss you, buddy.
Yeah. Lost, if you're listening to this, bud, just message me.
We're lost without you.
Literally.
We're lost without loss.
The group chat is literally a fucking apocalypse.
Yeah.
There's so much shit, and I feel bad. I feel like I've kind of like put Lost down.
Yeah.
Like he's a dad, and I was like, he was like, here, son, take this, and it was the group chat.
Yeah.
And I've kind of just let people free roam there.
I mean, you know, it's one of those things, you know.
It's just
he's the creator of it, and you
he's
know,
like God. Honestly, Lost is like God for the group chat, bro. He was like,
Yeah.
I create you.
Yeah.
Peace, bitch.
He's the only one that has the specific vision for that chat. So, like, passing it on to somebody else, there's always going to be problems. It's not your fault. It's not his fault. But, you know, wherever you are, we miss you, buddy.
Yeah.
We just want to talk and hang like we used to.
I like how I referenced Lost as God. I mean, technically that's what it happened. He was like,
in a way, you're right.
I'm going to create this world, and
Yeah.
these are the rules.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I'm disappearing.
And then I'm going to give you guys free will.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happened. And
that's what happened.
And now I'm waiting for the day our Lost comes back.
Oh my goodness.
And then it's just going to be like, I feel like it's going to be a what is it called? You know how like when God comes back, it's the fucking
the second coming.
The second coming, but what else do they call it?
Judgment Day.
Judgment Day.
Yeah.
And people just start disappearing.
Right.
Right. And
Is that what Judgment Day is?
Yeah. There's a lot of there's a lot of you know, things that happens.
There's like references to it, but
Yeah,
I thought Judgment. I don't know. In my head, I thought Judgment Day was like there's gonna be like fire and like people are gonna like not necessarily die, but it's like they're just gonna be judged.
Yeah, they're just gonna. So this is what I was taught.
Sure.
This is what I was taught, and then now I'm.
Yeah, let's get into it.
So I was taught that there was going to be a mass. So when God comes, this is what I've learned.
Sure.
As a kid, when God comes, it's going to be. There's this fucking word. The Left Behind series does it a lot. If you know what Left Behind series is, you're a true Christian for sure.
Left Behind series.
Yeah, there was a movie called Left Behind, and it was about the end days.
Got it.
And what happened is like, so what I was taught was that if you were bad
Mm-hmm.
and you didn't believe in God, you stayed here on Earth, and watched all of the bad shit happen where Satan comes out and the demons and blah, blah, blah.
Interesting.
And everybody that was good just fucking zaps into fucking heaven.
Wow.
But I forgot what the word, the rapture. There it is.
The rapture.
The rapture.
What does that mean?
So the rapture is like what I just said was we could be sitting here and I could be the sinner and you could be the all holy Christian guy.
Yeah.
And you get zapped into heaven and I stay here.
Okay.
And that was the rapture.
Interesting.
And what that was you already got judged. You were already judged.
Instantaneously.
Instantaneously.
Yeah.
Now you're in heaven.
Mm-hmm.
No pain, no dying. It's just zooped.
Yeah.
And that was the rapture. That's what I was taught. That's what I was taught in church.
Mm-hmm.
That was going to happen.
Yeah.
The rapture was going to happen.
I'm not Christian, nothing like that. Never read the Bible.
But
read maybe a little bit of it.
Right. But there's other like stances on it. There's other conspiracies about it where it's like we're in the end times already. 7 years of hell basically, and we're all watching it. I've also heard that like things are going to come out of the earth that are incomprehensible.
Right.
Like things that are like I don't understand. Like like on like TikToks, the memes of angels showing up or whatever, and you see this flying 1,000-eyed creature.
Right.
Like that's going to happen, and we're just going to be like, what the fuck?
Have you seen the show on Netflix? It's called Castlevania.
Yes.
Yeah. So when Dracula's wife gets killed, he basically gives the town, I forget what it's called, the Wallachia. They give the people of Wallachia like a year to like leave, and then they don't.
Yep.
And then Dracula basically releases his hordes from hell, and it's like it's raining blood and like baby demons start falling from the sky, and like there was this one part where like this kid gets torn apart and he's like on the street,
right?
And the camera shows it, and that's it's super gory and super crazy, and like the story's insane. But it's like when I saw that, I was like, holy fuck, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
crazy. I kind of liked it, but I don't know if that makes me a bad person.
No.
Very very well animated.
Yeah.
Let's say that. Yeah. Very well animated.
Anime that's gory, I love.
Yeah.
Have you watched Devilman?
I haven't.
You need to go watch if you like Castlevania. If you like that.
Yeah.
There is a 1989. I think it's a 1989 film called Devilman. Not Devilman Crybaby, because that's on Netflix. You gotta watch that Devilman Crybaby after you watch these Devilmans. I think there's 2 of them.
Got it.
Watch Devilman, dude, and bro, those gore scenes are off the charts, bro.
Yeah.
Like you talking about the kid, all that?
Yeah.
There's 2 kids in this one, and they the townspeople find out that he turns into a devil, like he turns into a demon.
Right.
But the thing is with this guy is that like he's like an anti-hero. He's not really bad, but he's not really good either.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't really give a shit except for these 2 kids. He cares about these kids. I think they're a brother and sister or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the townspeople find out. Spoiler alert! But I'm not gonna spoil a lot because the whole movie's crazy.
Yeah.
But they find out that he's a devil man, and they go into the house, or like they don't go into the house, but they stalk the house, and one of the daughter or the sister and the brother, they're like, what's going on, and then there's a scene where she's walking through the hallway, and an arrow just, and she's stuck on the wall.
Oh man.
And then the
music goes silent. It's just like the sound of the arrow.
Yeah. And then it cuts off into this other one where there's fire, and their heads are on stakes.
Sounds about right.
And I'm like, bro, what?
Oh yeah.
What? 11-year-old and a 7-year-old just fucking dead?
It's sad and it's crazy. It's like holy shit.
And it's just animation. It's just like cartoons, but I'm like, bro, that's fucked.
Right.
That's wicked. Sorry.
That's the power.
That's the power.
That's the power.
How did we get over here?
I don't know. But I'm here with you.
Yeah, we're just here vibing.
We're just here. Yeah. I think we were originally going to talk about
why you were here.
Yeah, why I'm here.
And then
we got to gore. Awesome.
Completely not even.
Which makes sense. My name is Plague. I mean, what else?
That's true.
What else are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And most of the stuff. Oh, well, we'll get into that too.
Sure.
But, you're here.
I'm here.
Why are you here?
So, yeah, we've been planning this trip out for a while.
Right.
I remember maybe like 6 to 8 months ago, Almighty Sai hit me up and he was like, hey, you know, like you should make the trip down, you know what I mean? So we've been going back and forth a little bit. We've just been, it's mainly my fault too, just because like I've had school going on and, you know, like there was midterms and then right after that there was finals, and on top of that I'm working with clients and I'm trying to get client projects out. You know, I'm still relatively new to videography and photography, so I've been like learning stuff. You know, either I don't want to exactly say on the fly, but it's definitely been at an extremely fast pace, and just been like overwhelmed with everything. So as soon as college was done, you know what I mean, summer started, and then I had a family trip to India, and then we figured this.
Do you have a
out.
lighter that I can borrow real quick?
Thank you.
We got to talk about the trip to India.
Yeah. But yeah, so we've been planning this trip out for a while. So like, you know, a couple weeks before it happens, you know, I'm trying to figure out hotel and flights and everything like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, and we'll talk about that too. Figuring out hotels, flights, you know, what we're gonna be doing day by day. Thank you, Jen. Figuring out, you know, what we're gonna be doing day by day, and it's just been a lot. So, you know, this is also like half vacation, half business, I would say.
Right.
It's definitely been a lot of like meeting people for the first time, you know what I mean, that I've known about and that I've spoken to, and then the other half of it is, you know, getting this working. So, yeah, that's basically why I'm here.
I wanted to say, and we talked about it, but when he showed up, I should have told you that Amarillo is really shady when it comes to like hotels.
Yeah.
There's a shady part of Amarillo.
There's a lot of hotels too.
There's a lot of hotels.
More than there probably should be.
So here's another thing that you probably didn't know. Amarillo is a highway town.
Yeah.
So this strip of highway that we're usually on, it connects to Albuquerque, Colorado, Oklahoma, New Mexico. It's one of the biggest highways. It's one of the most used highways in America.
Right.
And that's where Amarillo is. That's a highway town. So every block, I would say, has a hotel, if not 3 or 4.
Yeah. Honestly, I think we've seen like close to 20. Yeah.
So when he showed up, he was like, "Hey,
should I tell the story?"
Yeah.
Tell okay. The story. So I got in real late. I flew from SFO to Fort Worth in Dallas. And then from there, I flew to Rick Husband, which is the airport in Amarillo.
Right.
So I got there at like 12:30 maybe is when I was outside.
Right.
I had Uber, so I looked at Uber, and from the airport to the hotel, $106. And I swear to God, out loud in the airport, I looked at it and I was like, absolutely the fuck not. So that was the first thing, and like it wasn't like stressful. It was just like, how am I supposed to like figure this out? Oh yeah, let me install Lyft. So I got Lyft, and then I went to my hotel. Also really important for this story, my hand luggage, my carry-on, the handle for you to like start rolling your bag, it doesn't work. So I'm carrying my bag like under my arm, over my shoulder the entire time. So Lyft drops me off in my hotel. I go up to the front desk and I'm like, "Hey, can I get some help here?" And there's complete silence. He doesn't say anything. Doesn't help me. And he's like playing music, or he's watching sports like out of his phone, like out loud. So like, you know, like off his speaker, so like he can hear me. But I'm like, call him for a second time. I'm like, "Hey, can I just get some help here?" And then he like shifts around in his chair. He doesn't say anything. And I'm like, am I fucking dreaming right now? Like, did I get to the right spot? So like I wait like 5 seconds. I'm like, "Hey man, like I just need to check in. Like I just need some help." He gets up from his desk, starts walking over to me. I'm like, Did you not hear me? Okay, all right, that's fine. So I'm like, "Hey buddy, made a reservation like 2 weeks in advance. Just need some help." He's like, "We've been fully booked." I'm like, No. You don't understand. Like I made a reservation. And he's like, I swear to God, he was like, "Yeah, sorry, I don't know what to tell you. We're all booked. It's not my problem." And I'm like, everything kind of like stops for a second. I'm like, okay, I'm clearly not going to get any help from this guy. Let me just like figure this out. So I'm like, is my name in your system? Like, did the booking company I went through, did they give you the right information, right? He's like, yeah, I see your name, Rohan, it's right here. So I'm like, okay, cool. Let me like talk to the booking people. And like by this time it's like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
I'm in a brand new place that I don't know, and the hotel just crapped out on me. And like my dick's in my hand and I don't know what to do. So I call the booking people. I talked to this lady and she's like, did the hotel cancel it for you? And I'm like, okay, give me a second. I'm like, hey, can you like cancel this reservation? He's like, yeah, sure. I'll cancel it and I'll give you a confirmation number to give them. I'm like, fantastic. So like I'm handling all this information and like everything's super new and I'm like a little bit frazzled. And I'm talking to this lady and I'm like, okay, can I get a refund on my hotel because now I need to find a new place? She's like, yeah, sure. So I'm like going through it with the lady and everything like that. And I remember her specifically at the end of it. I'm like, okay, cool. Got it all squared away. She'll email me in like an hour and then we'll figure it out. At the end of the conversation, she's like, yeah, you're like taking this extremely well. Like you're very calm about all this. And I'm like, listen, either I could freak out and like, you know what I mean? Like get angry at everybody, or I can just get as much information as I can. You know what I mean?
Right.
She's like laughing about it. I'm like, okay, all right. I'll be looking out for your email. By the time everything's done, it's like 1:15 or something like that. So I don't have a hotel. So I'm like, okay, well, I need to find a hotel, and I'm just gonna need to deal with it. So I pick up my luggage, and then I walk like it wasn't even like it was maybe like quarter of a mile to like the next hotel, something like that.
Yeah.
Get to the other hotel. I'm like, yo, anybody here? No one's there. It's like dial 0 for the front desk. I dial 0. No one's there. I'm like, fuck. So then I got to pick up my shit, and then I go to a different hotel. The lady's like, yeah, we're like almost closed. Like, we're not letting anybody in because, you know, it's like at night and like people are being fucking weird outside. So I'm like, how much is it to rent a room? She's like, $200. I'm like, absolutely the fuck not. Not for one night, ma'am.
Jesus Christ.
I can't be doing that. So she was nice about it though. She was like, yeah, like if you want to sit inside and like, you know, like find something like that's totally cool. She was calling other hotels because she was like, oh yeah, like I know the people in the area, you know what I mean? Like I'll see if like, you know, they have something for you. So I'm like sitting down, and by this point it's like probably 2 a.m. I find a hotel, get another lift from this hotel to the next hotel. And then I figured out with them. And by the time I go to sleep on the first night, it's like 3:30 in the morning. So I go to sleep. I wake up at 9 at this new hotel. I get all my shit together. And then I figure out a reservation for another hotel. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I go from this one. I didn't want to stay at the one that I'm at because it's still like kind of expensive. So I'm like, you know, because I'm staying here for a whole week.
Right.
But so I find like a reasonably priced hotel. And it's on the other side of town. So I get a lift. And then I go to this other hotel, and that's the one that you picked me up at.
Right.
So I get to the hotel, and it is ghetto. It is not. It's not in the right.
Yeah, it doesn't even have like a sign.
It didn't have a sign. The outside was like all
It looked
gravel,
like a castle.
and the inside of it was like gutted.
Yeah,
there was like
literally
nothing on the
gutted.
floor. It was like. It was all types of bad.
Like
so
police, when we left, police were walking.
there
in.
was 2 separate police cars because one of the receptionists like went missing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. One,
Yeah.
the receptionist was
yeah.
missing.
So I'm like, as soon as I get there, she's like, "Hi, you have a reservation?" I'm like, "Yeah, but you know, I need to cancel it." And they didn't charge me, thank God, so I didn't have to deal with another thing like that. But she was like, "Okay, like let me cancel your reservation." I was like, "Cool. Can I like wait inside for my friends?" So she's like, "Yeah, sure." So then I think I called you or I texted you or something like that, and I was like, "Hey, here's where I'm at." And then 2 police cars showed up. They were like, "Hey, heard you're like missing a receptionist or something like that."
Whoa.
Yeah, like I was like watching it unfold, and I was like, "Okay, all right." And like keep in mind, this is like in my head. Like, you know, I'm not judging people on the outside because I'm from like the Bay Area. Like, you know what I mean? There's ghetto stuff that happens. Like, I'm like somewhat used to it. I know how to act, and I know how to like be proper around people that, you know, I'm not familiar with.
Right.
But yeah, you picked me up. That's the first time we met, and then yeah, you took me to Skirt's place. Yeah,
I pulled in, and the first thing I did was laugh.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I am so sorry.
No.
Like, I should have told you.
It's not your fault. Yeah.
Because when I pulled in, I was like, there's no fucking way he slept here.
No, I didn't.
I know, but it was just so crazy. I was like, there is no fucking way that a fucking Plague was like, yeah, this is good.
Yeah, no.
And I was like, dude, I should have fucking told you.
No,
I'm
I
sorry.
knew it wasn't good. I had just dealt with a whole bunch of shit, and I was just it's like settling in pain. You know what I mean? We'll chalk it up to that. But other than that, you know what I mean? Like, I would say the people here that like for the short amount of time that I've been here, the people so far, like regardless of all this like extra bullshit I've had to go through, the people here are extremely genuine, extremely honest with themselves, like very down to earth, very kind. Like, and when they speak, they mean what they say.
Right.
You know what I mean? Which is like, I wouldn't say it's a stark difference from what I'm used to in California, but you definitely have people that they'll ask, "How are you?"
Right.
And then the proper reply is, "I'm good. How are you?" And then they say "good," and that's the end of the conversation.
Right.
Which isn't bad. It's just like people have their own shit going on, and maybe it's more of like a high stress environment in California. Like, rent is super high, everything's super high, and people just don't have like.
Just the capacity of like
they don't have the emotional capacity or the mental capacity. But yeah, being over here has been it's been nice. Again, it's like it feels like I'm comfortable here. You know what I mean? Like it feels like I'm at home.
Right.
You know,
100%.
Which is nice. Yeah.
And then I had to work, so we kind of like chilled out that day, and then I got off early the next day, and we went bar hopping.
Yep.
And it was actually pretty chill.
Yeah.
You saw one fight at the very end.
That's right. Yeah, we got to see a bar fight.
Yeah, we had to book it because the cops were coming.
Yeah.
And you were the only one that was kind of sober, so
yeah,
I was like, we gotta go. We gotta bust out of here.
Time to leave.
So I did that. That was fun.
Yeah, we went to 3 or 4, and then over at Print Nation, shout out Destiny and Curtis. Yeah. They had we went to Polly's bar.
Oh yeah,
Polly's Pub, I think.
Pub.
Polly's Pub, yeah. And the people at Print Nation had a
shirt.
They had a shirt.
They
had a little printout of Polly's Pub, so I had to. You know what I'm saying? I had to swoop that up real quick.
That's gonna be crazy. You're gonna wear that in Cali. Like,
no, I was telling them I'm not gonna wear it at all. I want it in mint condition. It says Polly's Pub on the top. I think it has like a bald eagle like going crazy.
Yeah.
And then at the bottom it says Amarillo, Texas. I instantly knew I had to pick it up.
Yeah.
Instantly knew.
And you know what was crazy is as crazy as that shirt, the Polly's is probably the craziest to walk in because it looks like an abandoned building.
Yeah,
and it has a creaky ass wooden door.
Yeah,
and you just walk in, you know, oh, there's a bar. Yeah. There's a bar in here. That's crazy.
Right.
And their fireball shots were cheap.
Yeah,
Remember, it was a $5 thing.
Yeah.
And so I got 2 shots for $6. Well,
yeah,
technically, because fireball is about $3.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, I got 1 shot for $1.
Yeah,
because like the $5 minimum.
You got a normal shot, and then you got one for $1.
Yeah, and then well, Max had a deal for 2 shots for $2 or $4. Yeah,
oh yeah,
2 shots for $2.
Yeah, I don't drink. I don't smoke.
You're very
like
straight
that.
edge. I was really surprised. I was like, you don't want to do a shot for Amarillo?
This is the most. It was the most amount of bars I've been to in one night.
Well, yeah,
which is what bar hopping is.
Yeah.
But,
you actually done a lot of things for the first time here.
We did a lot of things for the first time.
You went to bars. You went to that place that's in the music video.
Yeah, music video place.
You saw
Bomb City.
Bomb City
Gentlemen's Club.
You're like that was the first time I've ever been in something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was surprising because when we walked in, they were like really up for it.
Shout out to Gary over at the management.
Shout out to Bomb City. Shout out to Gary. Shout out.
Very stand-up dude.
Yeah. Shout out to Kat with a K and Linda.
Yeah, Kat and Linda. They were the lovely ladies helping us out for that day.
And you're gonna see what's going on over there. So it's gonna be a fun thing.
Yeah.
First
time doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
first time having authentic Texan barbecue. And
Barbecue.
then we're gonna do some more of that tomorrow as well.
We're gonna do some more of that tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we're gonna grill out. We're gonna do a barbecue in the afternoon. We're gonna cook out in the evening.
Oh yeah.
And we're gonna do some 4th of July stuff.
Yep, that's right.
So happy 4th of July, but I really don't celebrate 4th of July. I celebrate my grandma's birthday. Her birthday's on 4th of July, so
we'll do something.
Yeah, I take that day to celebrate her birthday.
Yeah,
she's passed away, but I'll have a beer for her or something.
Right.
But so we're gonna do that. But not other than you being my friend and I wanted to show you Amarillo, the reason that he's actually here is because he is a film producer.
That's right,
And,
videographer.
Yeah, Plague is a videographer and
aspiring cinematographer.
Yeah,
yeah.
And so he wanted
Trying
to film
my
my
best.
music video, and I wanted to talk to you. I wanted to talk a little bit about your experience in the videography and the film producing life.
Yeah.
Because not only do you do this for rap, you've done this for multiple metal bands that I've seen on Instagram.
That's right.
You literally do almost every genre that is down to do.
I'm trying. Well, every genre might be a stretch, but definitely hip hop, definitely rap, definitely like the heavy metal scene out there.
Right.
But I mean, that's very general. You know what I mean? Like for example, like I definitely want to do some more like boom bap '90s stuff. Is definitely out there. I've been working with like Christian rappers and stuff. Shout out Reclaimed Souls Collective. They're over. Oh God, they're Bay Area, but I forget the town. But yeah, Christian rap, boom bap stuff, definitely the trap stuff. There's a whole bunch of people over there, and then in the metal scene, it gets even more nuanced. There's like hardcore stuff, there's heavy metal, there's new metal, and everything. Right. But I definitely want to dip my toes into country a little bit. That would be very cool. Definitely dip my toes into the EDM scene as well.
Right.
Yeah, I haven't had. To be honest, I haven't had much experience in the EDM scene, but that's definitely something that I'd be
you said you came down here and you're like, now I can do this in California because I feel a lot more comfortable.
What was that?
Whenever you said we went to do all these things for the filming and stuff, and you're like, I'm gonna do this in California.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, definitely. I've come up with new ideas while I'm out here.
Right.
Like in terms of settings and definitely in terms of just like how I normally shoot run and gun stuff.
Right.
Those type of music videos are definitely it's definitely the type that you want to have your own style in. So I'm still building up my own style because I've only been doing this for about 2 years. This summer it'll be 2 years. So I'm definitely new. I'm not seasoned, to any extent like that.
Right.
Yeah. But
so that's what you do. I wanted to ask a question. With it being like a band, because I know you filmed a lot of bands and stuff.
Right.
With what we were trying to do, getting you over here, it's been taking some time. Whatever that doesn't matter. With them being where you're at.
Yeah.
Has it been rough scheduling like video, like filming? Is it one of those things that like is hard to schedule?
It takes there's a lot of post-production. Like if I were to put it in like percentages, I'd say 30% of it is post-production. That's just planning like the shot list, like the angles and everything like that, settings, making sure like, if people want extras, like we need to make sure it's on their schedule as well. I'd say about 30% of it is post-production or is pre-production, stuff like that. 30% of it is probably on set, making sure that you have the right contingencies. Are all my batteries charged? Do I have like, I have my main battery and then,
But you had technical difficulties.
I was having some technical difficulties out here, right? Yeah.
Don't know why. It always happens.
Yeah, like stuff like that. I'd say 30% of it is before the shoot, 30% of it is during the shoot, 30%, 40% is like after the shoot, which I think that's a good way to like generally break it up how video stuff is planned out.
Well,
but for me personally, sorry, you were gonna say.
I was gonna say, I did find out that I've done my own music video,
right,
and I've done a music video before.
Yeah,
but doing something like this, that's you. I felt the exhaustion.
Yeah.
This, like, people don't understand, like, a music video takes...
It takes energy.
It literally took all day. It literally took us all day to do this thing.
Yeah. And that's just a normal run and gun 3-minute video.
And, dude, when I got home that night, I was fucking tired.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. Like, I was like... We drove everywhere. And we talked to a lot of people, and I was like, bro, like... Oh shit, dude! Like I am worn the fuck out.
It's a little monotonous
with a band with a band like that with groups of people. Is it hard to like
definitely
stay understand. Like, stay. What is it? What is the word?
Stay focused.
Yeah, stay focused.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
we're focused here. We're fucking filming. We're doing this.
And you know what? It's funny that you mentioned that. That's one of the things that I've been working on is just trying to like wrangle everybody together, especially when you're in a group. But yeah, when you're working with multiple people, it's definitely hard to get them focused. You have to be a little bit more hard on people. Like
Right.
you know, like you'll have to stop. Like me personally, like for example, I did a shoot a while ago, and it was really planned out. Like you know, we rented equipment and everything like that. I had to set it all up. It was just me mainly by myself. But yeah, like I would wait for people to stop or to end the conversation to like finish up, and then I'd be like, okay, hey guys, like we're gonna set it up and everything like that.
Right.
You know, and after that shoot, like I realized like you know I can't really be doing that. Like you have to like stop people mid conversation, and be like, hey, we need to focus right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's one of those things because like you're on a time constraint. You know what I mean? Our music video took all day. Something
Well,
that's
we were kind of on a time constraint at the beginning because
right.
we went to the ranch
Yeah.
and weather was not on our side.
Yeah.
It was nice as fuck that day.
Right.
And then when we were gonna film, the clouds rolled in, and like we
Yeah.
had 15, like we were like, I was like, it's gonna be overcast, it's gonna be fine. I
Right.
think it's gonna roll over, it's not gonna be a big deal.
Yeah.
Really, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
That's what it took. And we're like, bro, we gotta go.
Yeah, weather was not on our side, but I mean, like we got the shots that we needed during the day at Cadillac Ranch. But yeah, like for example, like our shoot took all day. Something that's storyboarded will take like 1, maybe 2 days, and you know it's one of those things. I'm learning from my mistakes. Like I understand where I went wrong and like what I need to do in the future, but yeah, to answer your question, it's hard when you're one person
Yeah.
and you have to kind of lead a whole group.
Like,
So that's one thing
I would
that
say
I'm
like,
learning.
what 5 to 7 people in a band usually. That's usually what
Yeah,
it is.
yeah,
5 to 7 people. Yeah,
Mhm.
that was one of the questions that I had. I was like, there has to be scheduling problems. There has to be time constraints on who
right.
can, you know,
Some
go
people
and-
can't. Some people come late. You know, I generally try to be early because
Have you
like,
ever had like a problem? Like you had to be like, hey, dude, we were supposed to be here like 3 hours ago.
Yeah, I've had those problems before, and you kind of just roll with it. You know what I mean? You get what you need to get while you can, but it depends who you're working with as well. You know, yeah.
Has everybody that you've worked with? I don't want to shoot anybody in the foot or anything, but
Not at all.
has everybody that you worked with been pretty much humble, good?
Yeah,
people?
absolutely. I can, and that's also another thing is like you know when does the client relationship end and the personal relationship start? But yeah, I consider everybody that I've worked with you know fairly close. You know what I mean? Like
Good.
I'm pretty involved in their life,
Oh, yeah.
and they're involved in my life as well.
Right.
But yeah, it's definitely one of those things where I have to like switch it in my head. You know what I mean? It's like I can chop it up with them, you know, before the shoot and everything like that. You know, like ask how the family is and everything like that. As soon as production starts, you know what I mean? Like if we're supposed to start at 11, as soon as it hits 11, it's like I have to get into videographer mode and I have to like start, you know, handling things that I need to handle.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I try and
Bars.
keep it all as professional as I can.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
You talked a lot about my smoking. While I was
have.
here.
Yeah. And you know what? That's just because I'm close with you and because I stopped smoking and I stopped drinking and everything like
Right,
that, like
right.
even casually.
What?
Yeah, so I'm
what
on your
got you
ass.
to? What got you to stop? Like,
It's just a personal
is
thing.
a personal thing?
Yeah, like you know, like I've been exercising more. I've been taking care of myself, and it's one of those things. you
See,
know?
the thing is with me is like
I'm gonna judge the shit out of you though.
I swear to God,
I'll
he
do
stole one of
that.
my packs. He
I'll do
stole
that.
one of my packs.
No, I
And
didn't.
Yes, you did, bro.
No, you just
Dude,
like to,
I had.
no,
I
you
had
just like
half
to
a
say
pack.
that.
I had half a pack. It
No,
was sitting on
what
the-
happened was you lost a pack, and then you thought, and then you blamed me, and then I said, you know what, fuck it, yeah, I stole one of your packs.
He stole a pack.
Yeah.
He did. He's
But-
the only,
but
you're the only person that knew.
What really happened is you lost a whole pack of cigarettes. Is
Yeah,
what I'm
whatever.
hearing.
You stole it. I was like, fine, I'm just gonna buy another one.
Yeah.
And so you're like,
You'll find it.
So, but here's the thing: is like, I actually started. I need to slow down for sure.
Yeah.
But you know, since I moved to Skirt's house and stuff, like I'm a social smoker, and if anybody needs a cigarette, I'm always the guy that have a cigarette for them.
Right.
So I just continue to buy cigarettes. Now,
Yeah.
before I smoked cigarettes, I smoked Black and Milds, and I would smoke 3 blacks a day. I don't know if that's good or not,
Yeah.
but to me it was good.
Yeah.
Because if I smoke cigarettes, I smoke them, and I don't stop.
I don't know if black and milds are better or worse. Like, cause you're saying only 3.
Yeah.
I don't know if that correlates to a whole pack, but
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It's just like I had a limit where it was like, okay, I'm gonna smoke these 3 today, and work and whatever. 'Cause
Yeah.
my day starts at 1:00 in the afternoon,
Mhm.
and then I have all day to bullshit, and then I go to work, and then get off at 7 in the morning. So that's pretty much like a 20-hour day.
Yeah.
And I'm just chilling with 3 black and milds. But a pack of cigarettes, it's literally
you'll lose track. Real quick.
I lose track real fucking fast. And
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, dude, I'm going through like a pack almost all day.
Right.
And I don't like that. I don't like that about me.
Yeah.
So I do need to chill out. But
Take
I
it slow.
honestly, I have chilled out today though.
Yeah.
I have chilled out. I've only smoked when I got you the first time. I only smoked 2 cigarettes.
Yeah.
And then I went to work and I smoked 1.
Mm-hmm.
And this is I only smoked 2.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, buddy.
So, I mean, I'm chilling out. You got me to chill out a second.
Yeah, there you go.
But once you leave,
Once I leave, then it's
train,
like,
baby.
yeah, you know what I mean.
I'm a fucking train, bro.
This piece of shit right here.
No, I wanted to talk to you about your trip to India. You want to talk about it?
Yeah. I'll talk about it briefly. It's
Okay.
one of those things, and like, you know, I told you like, you know, one of the first days that I came here that, you know, it's very the reason why I went to India was half to see family, you
Right.
know, before
Right.
Before they pass away.
Right.
I'm also I haven't seen a whole lot of my extended family. Lately it's just been me, my mother, and you know, like, if you have any relatives that are
Right.
still alive, you know, like, family's important. You know what
go
I mean?
see them.
So yeah, regardless, but half the reason that I went to India was, you know, to go see family, you know, before because they're getting old, and then the other half was more of a it was to rekindle my understanding of Indian culture and spirituality, I guess you could say,
right.
which has a different connotation over there than it does over here. When you say spirituality over here, people, you know,
You're a witch.
the
You're
first-
a fucking witch.
the first thing that comes to mind is either you're doing witchcraft or you're into crystals and you think that, you know, the planets, you know, govern your personality, which, you know,
dumb.
and
Like,
which,
it's usually like Christians thinking that you're a pagan or a fucking Satanist or whatever. and
sure,
you say
yeah,
spirituality.
which I don't care what you believe in, but, you know, when it starts to affect your perception of other people before you meet them, I
Right.
don't think that that's a very smart way to go about
Right.
human interaction.
Dude,
But regardless,
Yeah, regardless.
yeah, half of it was for family, and then half of it was for, you know, understanding, you know, the culture and my people, basically.
It's just one of those things, man. Like, and I haven't talked to you about it, and I kind of wanted to wait till pod to talk about this and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you know, going over there and doing those things was probably super nerve wracking for you. You were probably super nervous or whatever. I don't want to get into detail or whatever, but like, and I just want to say I'm very proud of you for doing that.
Thank
kind
you.
of stuff.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy is I'll tell you 2 things. What's really crazy is I kept telling myself in my head to kind of keep the anxiety down about it a little bit. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Right.
brand new place, you know what I mean? And I'm old enough to digest, you know, the like what's in front of me now, you know what I mean? I've
Right.
only been to India when I was, you know, like 6 years old, or like, you know, when I was 12 and I didn't really like give a shit, you know
Right.
what I mean? Unfortunately. But I'm at an age where now I can digest the information that's in front of me, and I can really like start to soak in the culture and the language and the people. So one of the like mantras that was in my head is I'm just going to take it as it comes, you know,
Right.
because we were there for 2 weeks.
Dude, what?
Which is kind of a long time, but like if you think about it in retrospect, it's not enough to do everything that's in India. You know what I mean? But
And India is like one of the most populated places
it's like
in the world, right?
1.4, 1.5 billion. It's a lot of people, and
It's
there's
like
a lot of things to do.
Yeah, it's like a quarter. It's a quarter of the world that lives there.
Something crazy like that. Yeah, extremely rich and extremely diverse culture, and you know, unfortunately, a lot of people out here, they don't hear about that sort of stuff. You know, they think like, oh, a telemarketer, you know, is gonna try and
Yeah.
scam my grandma. You know what I mean?
Or
Which-
it's like really, or it's like poor, poor, poor.
Yeah,
You see all the bad stuff, like, oh, and that's America for you. We're the best, and everybody's poor, poor.
right,
You know,
yeah,
and we're living the high life.
yeah, or like entitled and stuff like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But regardless, yeah, one of the mantras that I kept in my head was, I'm just gonna take this as it comes. You know what I mean?
Right.
And to be honest, that's like the American in me. That's like a very like like American mindset to have. If you ask anybody, you know, around the
Right,
world, it's
right.
like, you know, which isn't necessarily bad. But I've been telling you, I'm pretty sure I've told you before, but like myself, I consider myself half Indian, half red-blooded American.
Right.
Like
Right.
through and through. You know what I mean?
It's like half of like Bollywood,
Yeah.
half American Dream.
Half Bollywood, half Hollywood, baby.
Oh,
easy.
That's good right there.
Easy.
You know, you need to make a shirt that says that.
Yeah, we could do that.
Half Bolly, half Holly.
Yeah.
And like,
You know
what?
I mean?
That,
Yeah, half Bali, half Holly.
That's a bar right there.
Yeah. But yeah, India was very eye-opening, to say the least. Like I definitely feel more, in a weird way, I feel more myself.
Bro, I just thought of something just right now.
Easy.
You're doing film in Cali.
Yeah.
Just get into film in India. Just do literally just do Bollywood, bro.
Right? Yeah.
Why not, bro?
And we have a family friend, but he's like way distant. But he does professional filming for Bollywood movies.
No shit.
Movies in India, yeah.
Bruh.
My uncle, I just met him for the first time when I was over there. There's a whole story behind that, but anyways, I met him for the first time, and he was so the province that we went to, right? It's called Pune.
Okay.
It's the west coast of India, kind of in the middle, if you
Okay.
can imagine that. He was one of the first people in the town to do wedding videography.
Wow.
My uncle that I met for the first time.
Wow.
So like, yeah. So I met him, and he was like, he's like the cool uncle. You know what I
No
mean? Like,
shit, yeah.
like, because it's strange. Like, I started like working out and like, you know, like going to the gym and everything like that.
Right.
Really taking care of myself. He was doing the same thing. He owned 2 gyms.
Whoa.
Yeah, and like this is the first time that I'm meeting him. First time I'm hearing about any of this. He owned 2 gyms. He did wedding videography for like he was like one of the first people in the area to do wedding videography. Made a lot of money off of it.
Wow.
And I was telling my mom, I was like, yeah, like this guy's like, he's doing everything that I am. And she's like, yeah, even like personality wise, you take after him a lot. And I was
Wow.
like, that's crazy. You know what I mean? It feels like I'm looking into like a mirror into the future.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
But yeah, it was stuff like that, dude. Like imagine like meeting your relatives for the first time, like while you're like, you know, in your 20s. It's eye-opening for
Right,
sure.
right.
And on top of that, I'm like trying to learn as much as I can about my culture that I've been estranged from
Right.
basically my whole life.
See,
It's
and I wanted to say that too.
Yeah.
I didn't even ask you, like, do you speak or understand?
Hindi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you speak it?
My mother speaks it. I can understand it.
Okay.
I've been making steps to start speaking it myself.
Oh,
You know,
great.
like that's
Cool.
those are my people. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
Yeah. So I've been taking steps to also learn what I can. But
Right.
yeah, I'd say right now I'm like very like in the beginning stages of it.
Well, that's cool that you understand it.
Yeah,
At least
yeah.
you can. At least you can do that. That's
Right.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
But like, you know, and we don't have to step deep into this either. But like, you saw your family. You did some of the culture stuff.
Yeah.
A huge step into your spirituality
Right.
for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people don't understand the courage that it takes to do something like that
Yeah.
for what you believe.
Yeah.
And I've been thinking about that like really hard since you told me, like, hey, I'm going to India and I'm doing this, and you know, I've really I haven't taken a step back, but I've really been digging deep in my spirituality and what I believe, and you've kind of given me like this strength of like saying what it is, because as much as MOSHCAST knows and the fans that watch this, I think people understand that I do believe in Satan and I do believe in Jesus and God. But my belief of my system of believing these things are extreme, and they're not welcoming. And I don't know if that's a good thing or not, Because when people talk about God and Jesus, it's like, he heals and he's this all being, and he's always good and everything's grand and all. What's up? No
right
way.
now?
No, he didn't.
Today?
Bob Saget.
How?
This just in MOSHCAST news right now. Bob Saget passed away the day before 4th of July.
Today?
Bruh. That's
no
crazy.
No way.
Damn. Well, he
Oh
was a
my
piece of shit, though, for a little bit. He was a piece of shit.
A little bit.
Lucy,
I mean, I'd say controversial.
No, but
He
Bob
was in
Saget,
an accident?
But Bob Saget was a piece of shit, though. Yeah, see, a lot of people had beef with Bob Saget. He was a piece of shit for Full House. He was I think he had allegations on him. Not gonna lie.
I thought you said for a second that he had alopecia, and I was like,
He had allegations and stuff. Yeah.
Oh my God! You know what? I think I handled it to the best of my ability. You know what I mean? Yeah. Thank you.
Are you crying right now?
Am I?
Are you?
Yeah. Just a little bit.
Is it because Bob Saget died?
Yeah, a little bit. I don't know. I don't know too much about Bob Saget. I know he's.
He probably just knocked his head a little loose. He bumped his head. He was like, oh.
Head trauma though. I'm thinking accident.
I think he had an accident. And then it turned into something like his future.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he bumped his
Yeah.
head. Doctor said,
no more Bob Saget. None of that.
R.I.P. Bob Saget.
Poor Saget.
But like I was saying, my God is very what's that guy off of God of War?
Kratos.
Yeah, my God.
Yeah.
God is that.
Very interesting.
A lot of people don't like to talk about this. A lot of people think, oh, you should. In the Bible, and this is something you might not know, people like to say that Satan and the devil is this bad human being, the worst of the worst, or whatever. Yeah. And I'm not saying that God is bad. I'm not saying that God is bad, but in the eyes of what we see as bad as our laws, in the Bible, God killed more people than Satan.
Right. That's an argument that I've heard before.
Yeah. And people don't like to talk about that, but I like to talk about that.
Right.
That's what my God is.
Mm-hmm.
He's life and death.
Yeah.
He is everything.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't like it, then you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
People like to blame. Oh, why are there kids dying, and why are there wars, and why this and that? It's like, bro, because you, as a human being, you know what I'm saying? We can't always have plants grow perfect all the time.
Absolutely.
It always ends up something ends up happening.
100%.
Hold on, someone's calling me. Oh, kid.
Easy.
Kid,
Yeah,
you're on.
Yeah, absolutely. Come on in.
Kid, you're on podcast. You're on speaker. What's up? Go!
There he is.
Here doing the goddamn thing, waiting for the drinks. Are you as thirsty as me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Where are you at?
I was drawing a 13 and it ended up being in the shape of a penis, so I'm looking for some drink.
Nice. Well, I mean, we're here and we're alive, and we're doing our thing. So.
Oh yeah.
Skirts?
Yeah, we're at Skirts, Bubba.
All right, I'll go over there right now.
Bars.
Easy. Come on through.
Peace.
All right. We might see.
Huh?
He's asleep.
Skirts asleep?
Okay.
Well, come on, get a seat, get a chair.
Yeah.
Go over there and get a chair. It's been a good pot. I mean, we're running through.
We're chilling. Yeah, we're
chilling.
burning through stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then Joby's gonna come through. So.
No. Interject as much as you want.
Yeah, interject as much as you want. But I see that, and I'm just
right.
that we can't have plants grow healthy all the time.
Yeah, and that's the whole idea of duality, right?
Right,
like
right.
you have
Kids get cancer and they die.
you have the
There's
good.
there's no blaming. It's just it happens.
Yeah,
right?
there's good stuff, and
There's bad stuff.
Without bad stuff, you can't have good
Yeah,
stuff, and without
exactly.
good stuff, you can't have bad stuff.
And in the Bible, and people like to take this lightly, in the Bible it says we're not of this world. And what that means is like, if you believe in this religion, if you believe in this belief here, this spirituality system, we're not of this world, meaning we are not a part of this planet. We're here, but we're not of it. We don't belong. Like, you know what belongs? Dinosaurs.
Right.
We know what belongs? Animals, probably.
So you think that that humans as a species is not
no,
is not exactly natural.
no, 100%
Interesting.
not.
Yeah.
Because of the reason is, if we were supposed to be on this planet, if we are of this world, then we would continue to be here.
Right.
But where do we go when we die?
Elsewhere.
We go somewhere else.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing too. Is do animals and plants and anything that's alive, is that also considered life the same way humans are?
I don't know, and I end up believing in reincarnation sometimes too. What's up?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
You
here.
just say whatever you want. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we're here now though. We're here now though. What happens when we die?
But if we weren't made of this world, why do we breathe oxygen? Why can't we breathe underwater?
Right.
We taste things,
Right.
we hear things,
Right.
we smell
What I actually end up meaning is, like, God created us and He put us here for His creation, and in the span of us living here, we've done things that altered. And I will say that's a really hot topic. We are very flawed. God created something that was flawed.
But you said that we're not supposed to be
We're
here.
not supposed to be here.
If He didn't put us here.
Right, right. And the reason is, and this actually turns into an Adam and Eve situation, because at the beginning, I don't know if you know this, Adam and Eve were perfect beings at the beginning. Perfect beings, which they didn't have.
No sex.
They had no sex. They had no genitals.
That's the main reason why Adam and Eve were perfect, is because they literally haven't had sex.
Yeah. This is the crazy part. They had no genitals. They were just beings. No sex, no genitals. They were just supposed to be here. They were supposed to live forever, because they were of this world God created. So Lucy, you're opening this portal here. They were of this world, and then the bad story, Satan or Lucifer was like, "Hey, eat this fucking apple," or whatever the fuck. Really, I honestly think that it wasn't an apple or any type of fruit or a plant. I think Lucifer was talking about having sex, the fruit of life, the fruit of knowledge, the fruit of what gives life, sex.
Why is procreation a sin?
Okay,
In
right,
terms
right,
of it being the woman who bit the apple first.
right,
'Cause
Be-
this
you-
has nothing to do with Adam.
right. It has nothing to do with Adam.
It has to do with the woman.
But I bet you she knows. I bet you she knows what I'm going to say if I say this term. When you're born of what?
Sin.
Bars.
I was baptized on Friday the 13th, bro.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
When you're born of sin. You are what a sin is. Because Adam and Eve wasn't supposed to have sex.
I do believe in generational curses. I do believe that things happen to kids and babies
Right.
only because of sins of their predecessors.
I also believe the same thing.
Right,
Yeah.
100%.
Why is that my fault? Why is
It's not your fault.
It's not your fault. It's your.
But if we're talking about this spirituality and this religion, this is what it is. And people don't like to understand it, but it's like,
the principles of Adam and Eve? There are more than just the Bible.
you're right.
Why we are here.
Right. So you go to school and you have a test on Friday. It's Monday. And they're like, you're going to study this test. You're going to study everything that you need to learn on this test till Friday, and we're going to take this test. What does Lucy do? Oh, I got a party on Monday. I'm going to hang out with my boyfriend. I don't want to do my stuff. I don't want to do it. Right? I don't want to do these things. I don't want to learn. And then Friday comes around, and you're like, oh shit, I should have studied, and you get an F, right? God gave us. Well, God didn't give us. We chose free will when Adam and Eve did their thing.
I don't
Right.
believe in Adam and Eve.
Right.
So I'm hearing you out on that.
Okay. Free will, right? Now your consequences.
Everywhere. I think there are principles in the Bible. I think there's
Right.
things that were written in the Bible in texts that are very valid
100%.
as far as morals go.
100%.
Everybody follow them? No.
No. But this is where I'm jambling on. But there's a certain. I have the end point here.
I just happen to come in here.
Right. Right.
No, you're all good. We respect all points of perspective.
And I'm hearing you out. So
You you have a consequence for not studying, and that's my belief is my God is like a person that gives me A or B. Either I do this thing because he wants me to, I can do these things and enter the gates of heaven, or I don't. Black and white.
I can see your point.
You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of foggy, faded area. There's a lot of faded, foggy areas. It's like Lucy, if you accidentally kill a dog, you're not gonna go to hell. You know what I'm saying?
bad people die because they're bad people. That's why they die.
We all die though.
If somebody dies because they're a good person, it's because they died as a good person. Some people just die because we die. Because we're physical.
Yeah, we're born dying. We have an expiration date for sure.
You know.
Well,
I don't understand why
I think it's more simple. I think it's just so much more simple than people have like made it out to be. I mean, I guess in terms of my beliefs, I don't like to, not think about what other people think about what they believe because everybody comes from somewhere.
right.
But at the same time, I mean, at the end of the day, all that I can feel or see is this wall. It's you. I can talk to you. I can look at you.
Right.
Acknowledge your clothes, your eyes. I can smell things. Like,
And I can appreciate other people's
So-
opinions, but still I know that I believe in God and what I believe in is what I
I
believe.
think-
I believe in God and that I'm going to heaven. I know that for a fact.
Say that one more time.
I believe in God and know that I'm going to heaven. So that's just what I believe, but I can appreciate everybody else's point of view because
Absolutely.
everybody's entitled to their beliefs and their religion and their everything. And that doesn't make it any better or worse than mine, and I'm not any better or worse than you.
Right.
That's what I believe, and that's what I believe. This year's been like a huge opening for me of really believing. I've said it for years. Oh, I believe it. I taught Sunday school and all the things. Went through all the things, but I didn't believe literally that I was saved and that I was forgiven and that I was going to heaven until this year.
Right.
I laid it all out and was like, I mean, I'm broken. I need help.
And that's a powerful transformation to go
I mean,
through.
technically,
Some people never find that sort of clarity in their life. You know what I mean?
the only way you
Yeah.
cannot go to heaven is if you deny God.
Mm-hmm.
And that goes all the way up to Lucifer and and his fallen angels.
I think I would just rather give myself credit for it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
What'd
Like
you say?
you are absolutely the conductor of your own life.
Yeah, you're the conductor of your own life.
I believe God is how I love people
Right.
and how people love me
Right.
and how I present myself.
And see this right here.
Yeah.
That's where the arguments and the controversy starts.
Yeah.
Because they see God, they'll see their God. I'm sorry, Lucy, if this hurts your feelings. They see their God as that,
Yeah.
and I don't.
Sure.
I see my God as a storm, as a brewing, humongous storm that will give life to plants,
Right.
give life to the earth with the rain.
Well, if you want, I can explain kind of what is it? Estranged from my culture and
Right,
everything. But
right.
basically, in Hinduism, just very broadly, there's an overarching God. That's what
Right.
a lot of people get kind of mixed up. They think, oh, you're backwards because you have 1,000 different gods, right? But there's an overarching God that's created everything that we know and understand. The cycle of life is Brahma, which is creation, Vishnu, which is continuity, and then Shiva, which is death and destruction.
Right.
People think that Shiva represents like what would be Satan or Lucifer,
Right.
but since it's a cycle, it all represents the different forms of life, right?
Right.
And before there is something, there's always nothing. So, like, for example, if you want to put it in scientific terms, people say, like, the Big Bang Theory is like this explosion of life and matter and creation. But before there's something, there's always nothing. So Shiva represents nothing. Like, if you want to put it in terms of, like, us sitting here right now, there's me, there's the negative space between us, and then there's you. So Shiva would be the negative space between us. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we don't have the same understanding of like angels and demons where there's like good and bad. It's more like there are gods and then there are anti-gods. They're not necessarily evil. It's just the duality between good and bad.
Like
you know
God,
what I mean?
like the God of War.
Yeah, yeah.
War's bad, but
it's a little bit hard to explain because,
Right.
like, you know, I don't have the most information of, you know, my own culture and, you know, all the different nuances of
saying?
it.
Well, I've always said this. I've always said it boils down to two things: good and evil. There's on and off, left and right. There's red light, green light. I mean, what are we taught from when we are children?
Right,
We're given the spectacle of things, and then we grow up and we gain our own experiences, and that's based off of other people.
right.
I don't believe that I have like a juxtaposition on religion at all.
Absolutely.
Unless I understand what there is out there. So I think
Yeah, but like, is
everybody's entitled to their own.
but is that because of your
Sure.
consciousness, or is that because of what you believe?
It's because of what I believe.
Like what your faith is.
I'm a non.
When is like do you,
To learn.
right?
I think I learn about myself and other people. I learn about myself in the trees,
Right.
in the sky, in the grass, in the water. I believe my ancestors were here, and I believe that they set a path for me to be here on earth. To
Right.
be divinely guided
Yeah.
by a preset of information that I am not allowed access to,
Right.
and it is above my self-conscious, my subconscious, and I'm not in charge of that.
I think
Right.
people need to release their consciousness.
Once you surrender to that ebb and to that flow, you know, that's when you start to learn things about.
At the end of the day, if Lucy had a child, and her belief and her God said, "Kill this child," would you?
Like, if I was pregnant and, like, the God I believe in was, like, getting an abortion,
No. You had a full-grown 5-year-old child, and God said, "Lucy,
Right, right.
kill my child.
Abraham had to do that. Abraham was literally on the mountaintop.
Then that dude's a murderer and he can go to hell.
But that's what I'm saying. Our consciousness stops us from doing these things.
The only fucking stroke I have with Christianity is, and this is no.
Right? No, but listen. But it's not Christianity. It's not Christianity.
No, it's
The
not.
Bible's not Christianity. We need to stop saying that.
Contemporary Christianity has nothing to do with the
Right.
Bible at all.
Good.
But you cannot be a Christian in 2023 and neglect the amount of genocide and murder that white men have fucking reaped.
Well,
over
100%.
centuries of ethnicity.
But we're not talking about what we've done as human beings. We're talking about a God
Right.
and a human being.
So, but this whole Adam and Eve thing, that's what I mean is like, when it comes down to principle, when I've sat in sermons in church, and I've sat there and said, this is so wrong, because everybody here should learn to love each other, but
Right.
here we're listening to somebody tell us we are imperfect.
Right.
There's no such thing.
Wait, a pastor's telling you, or who's telling you?
The pastor.
Right.
There's no such thing. I don't know anything about this guy.
Right.
Well, yeah. So I don't know too much about Christianity or, you know, like Catholicism or anything like that.
Bible Belt.
You're in the Bible,
Bible
Belt,
Belt,
dude.
right.
When we talk about religion, you're sitting in the Bible Belt.
Right.
And
This to him that
And
probably any other
I mean, as far as being a woman, I mean, honestly, I'm not of color. Anybody who I know
You're white, dude.
that has gone through turmoil, it has nothing to do with religion. It starts with the color of their skin. So I mean,
Yes, but we have to divide that.
it boils down so deeply. So that's what I mean. As a person here in the United States, in Texas, if you're gonna be a Christian, I just feel like there's more history to it.
Right. And
Absolutely.
being a Christian.
Right. I think if you're gonna believe in God, then love everyone.
Yeah, be a God. Just believe in God. I'm not a religion. I hate
Sure.
religion.
Yeah. Whatever people decide to take from it, you know
Right,
what I mean?
that's what
As
it
long
is.
as it's
Wrong in that fact. I think we can all
Can I borrow that? Oh, it's right here. Are you gonna borrow it too? Do you want one? Oh, you got one already?
Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
Yeah.
yeah. So
Also, basically, like me learning about other people's
That's
religions.
what I'm saying. It's like
a false idol
religion
and all
is
that
such a
shit. I don't
beautiful aspect of humans to hope,
right.
want,
Yeah.
need, and to think about. That's why we have, that's why we have people who are scientists. That's why we have
I just think it's all of our fault. It's all our fault.
That's the accountability part of
AIDS.
it.
Our fault.
Yeah.
9/11, our fault.
Yeah. But
2012,
Lucy,
the ending
kind
of
of
2012, our fault.
kind
That's the only reason why I don't agree with you that we're not supposed to be here is because God is our curiosity, is our pull to want to create and think about what is out there.
Right.
Yeah. I just want to really touch on something that you said. You said something about like when a pastor tells you that, you're imperfect and you know what I mean, and you were born out of sin. At least from my background and the way that I grew up, because I don't know much about Christianity or Catholicism, when I hear like a spiritual leader, like a pastor, say something like that, my first instinct is that they're telling me that because they want me to be better than I already am.
They want
The
you to-
goal
but-
isn't perfectionism. The goal is just to be better than what humans normally are. And I think that we can all agree that humans
Yeah.
are capable of some really heinous stuff.
No, 100%.
So, yeah, so
And here's the thing
I
too.
don't think the goal is perfectionism.
we got somebody from the congregation. We got somebody that doesn't believe.
if that makes sense.
We got somebody
Yeah.
that doesn't know,
Mm-hmm.
and then you got somebody that has been.
Sure.
Because I was in the praise and worship since I was 6 years old. I've seen
You
the
were,
inside of
yeah.
a fucking church before.
That's right.
And whenever Lucy is talking about how a pastor is telling her how to believe and everything, it's not because of God. It's because this person wants to have his sheep.
That's true.
He is
Right.
He is a.
You get corruption.
You get corruption.
Yeah.
You get corruption. 100%. You have a
I
pastor.
didn't say hi to Chris, by the way.
Yeah, Kid Carrillo's here. We have a pastor, who is his daughter. This is a true story too.
Yeah.
We have a pastor that has a teenage daughter having premarital sex with
Yeah.
a married cop.
I think I heard this on the Wasteland
Yeah,
podcast,
yeah,
right?
With a
Yeah.
married cop, and has a child with this cop, right? And then you have me, 13-year-old Mohawk-looking goth boy that wants to play drums for Jesus Christ and gets nailed to the cross because I am being rebellious. No, I don't. This is just a
He
story.
used to.
I do play drums.
Yeah.
You want a cigarette? Here. You want this? Want one? Take one.
You have a whole cigarette, my boy.
So I've seen the corruption. I've seen the corruption in the church because a pastor wants me to be who they want me to be. Yeah, if you can find the
Yeah. Would
Get
you
a
like
cord.
to?
Get a cord and a mic from over there. Get two.
For everyone
Actually,
watching,
let's take a
Kid
break.
Carrillo just walked in. Kid, you want to say hi?
Yo.
Yeah.
Do you want a mic?
That's
You want a
Mr.
mic, kid?
Carrillo.
You want one in the back? You can show right there.
Of course.
Yeah.
Anytime.
He's actually sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. We're just hanging out. We're just doing our own thing over here. You want
But,
to take you want to take a little break real quick?
Yeah, let's take
Let's
a
take a
little
little break.
Yeah.
What's up, dude?
I want to check sound.
What happened to Plague?
Does it sound cool?
Are you Plague? You want to do sound?
You,
Here,
do I get a hit?
here, do sound. There, you can be the sound guy now.
Yo, what's up, everybody? You know what it is? It's Kid Carrillo in this motherfucker. I don't usually smoke cigs, but when I do, I take 2 hits and put it out. That's what I do. I know what you're thinking.
Yeah, where's the cord at? You gotta plug it in, silly goose. Where'd you put him? Right there on the table.
She's not a goose. She's a human being, motherfucker.
How you been? How you been, kid? It's
Just
been a
chilling.
while since you've been on.
I've been chilling.
You just show up. That's the thing. I don't have a podcast specifically for you. You just show up.
That's my life.
You need to have a pod. When are we gonna get a
I
podcast?
go no plans. I just do it. It's just how it goes.
Is that the longest one or that's the shortest one?
Doesn't matter the size, man. It's the way
It
you.
does.
It's the way you plug it in.
That's true. What's your plans for 4th?
Not pop fireworks. I just got ripped off.
Yeah.
Bought $58 worth of snakes and sparklers for no reason.
All right now, just today.
Nah, yesterday.
Hello. Hello.
Is that good?
Yeah.
I can hear you. Life is real. Real chill.
What did you say?
Real chill. Life.
What?
It's chill as hell. And he's back, baby.
I
1,
can't
2,
hear you. You need
3.
to be louder.
NASA's not inside of me. Here we go.
Oh, we're back. Are we back in play?
Should I just like stay
Just
over here?
just get the chair. Bring it in. You want to be able to see you? Yeah. Let me get over here. I'll be in the middle. I don't care.
You wanna move this table back some, or?
No, that's fine. We're just chilling.
All right, we're just chilling.
Oh my God! Hey.
So Lucy was the lady that was in the back. We're talking about religion. She got really mad at me.
That's right, say
I
hi.
didn't get mad at you. Was I mad? Did I sound mad?
No.
No, that's just like happened to be the conversation that you guys had. Like we're having when I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
came in here. So I mean, I definitely think it's something that I like to talk about, just because it's something I think about a lot.
Right.
You know, and I think it's just a collective experience.
It is.
You know.
It is but it's a rough experience too.
Right. And
Um,
it's changing. It's constantly evolving. That's one thing about it is like I can say what I say now about it, but at the same time, I can feel a different way or a certain way,
Right.
you know, tomorrow or a couple weeks from now. Like, that's what's. The term God doesn't bother me,
Mhm.
but I just.
just say you're just my God.
I think
That's
I'm.
what will piss people off.
Well, I just think I'm in charge of so much more than just leaving it to one person.
Right.
That's my ultimate opinion, honestly, is like
Yeah.
it's me.
No, you
Mhm.
are. 'Cause
And,
that's what
I don't
freedom-
mean to say that as in being like,
That's
you
what
know, like
freedom of choice is.
self-centered or anything like that. Like it literally exactly.
That's yeah.
There are principles in the Bible that are so spot on. They're just not used properly.
Right.
And when it comes to Christianity, literally the only reason why I ever have any tea about any of that is because I am a woman, and I speak for I speak for so many women when it comes
Right.
to the
100%.
Bible and what
Right.
it is. So
There was one really interesting thing that
You
you
know.
brought up was that you said like you were constantly learning, and that's something that I think a lot of people should strive for.
well, and that's what's cool about like, you know, me and Sai are musicians. I'm a musician.
Which
Size musician,
can I
we went-
pause? Can I pause?
Yeah,
one thing?
yeah.
Lucy was on the Retro Boomin' EP,
Yay.
and she has a pretty good spot on the Household Cipher.
Yeah, that
So
was fun.
She's coming up. She's coming up with the bars.
That was definitely fun.
Do kill ya.
Do.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that was a fun EP. I'm glad that.
We had a lot
Got
of
great
fun at
shots
the
of
party,
you.
too.
Got great shots of everybody there.
I really think that we had a good time at the print shop.
Oh, 100%.
It was very nice.
honestly. And
Yeah.
100%.
Again, shout out Curtis and Destiny for letting us use
Print
the venue,
Nation.
and
for
letting
sure.
us use their
and,
place.
and definitely Devin for
Yeah, kid did an Irish goodbye.
putting that.
Fucking
yeah,
dick.
yeah, he
That's
did.
okay.
Yeah,
Because like, he was there
did.
and then he wasn't. He was like, ha ha.
I think
Yeah.
there was a lot of contribution to the Retro Brewman.
Yeah, it was a lot of
EP
fun. I was
that
actually
came
really
out.
surprised that people showed up that actually
and
mattered.
yeah, yeah. It was
Yeah.
it was definitely a good time for sure. There was some kind of point I was gonna make a second ago and I forgot.
Well, that's how MOSHCAST is. We kind of go everywhere and then we just end up somewhere else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all right.
You were talking about.
well, things are always evolving, right?
Yeah.
So
There you
I
go.
mean, Sai and I are. I've gotten to know Sai as an artist, as a writer, as a musician, and Rohan, I've met you. You know, you're creative in your own way with like videography and things like that. Like I think that a part of the process of everybody learning something every single day is how we express ourselves.
Absolutely.
And we definitely make connections and meet people that way,
Right.
like through who we are. So that's why I just get so like, wordy about
You're
like
passionate about it.
like religion and stuff like that. I love being passionate about things. I love caring about things because I spent so long not giving a fuck about fucking
Yeah.
anything. So when I can write some fucking bars down or come up with a piano part or, some kind of lyric or a hook or something like that, that's what's like,
Right.
holy shit, like everything I've ever been through fucking matters now.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
so, and for you, it's different. Like, I know people who do graffiti and they're
Kid
right, and they're envious of me because I can put that into a sound or whatever.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they can paint this beautiful mural of it's just something inside of them that they see visually. So
Yeah.
it's just artistry is such an important thing, and I think that definitely exists here in Amarillo. I think that people should talk about it more. I think
Yeah.
ego is a lot of what people think that they're doing things for.
Right.
Kid
said that he was drawing a 13 and it ended up being a penis. So I mean, that's pretty good.
I mean,
He's just
that's
the wacky
creative.
character
That's
in the
just
corner. He's doing
creativity,
his thing.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
some we're getting really down to earth and like really, and I wanted to talk to I guess all of y'all now, since Kid's here and Lucy's here and stuff like.
You gotta hop in at some point too, my
it
boy.
took me a minute to get over here, but
I just wanted to say, like, this new chapter that I've like had to create after a lot of the stuff that has happened to me in the past like 4 months. Y'all have been like really there for me with a lot of like my emotions and like just me ranting about shit and like just bullshit. Even like Skirt's having his day and taking some time off and everything. But even with him too, it's just like if I didn't have like what this is, like the EP and like y'all as just like friends and like talking to about just everything that's been going on in my life, I don't know where I would be. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate
And
that.
it's been kind of rough, and y'all know it's been kind of rough, and a lot of things have happened in the past few months and stuff. But I just wanted to say thank y'all for like just sticking with me.
You're welcome. Thank you, Sai.
Because like I'm not the type of person. I'm the type of person that's always happy, and I have my little downs, but at the end of the day, I turn out okay. But like this has been a very dark cloud, and it's been a lot of days and a lot of moons that I've been like up and down.
It's the summer solstice.
Oh, shit, something, bro. It needs to relax.
Based on the moon calendar,
It needs to chill out.
this is the time of the year where people who are transitioning and coming out of things, and like anybody who's coming out of some kind of like dark void of themselves is kind of how you know that there's somebody who is malleable. And I think being vulnerable in today's society is something that is taken advantage of. And Sai, you're definitely somebody that I've gotten to know that is not afraid to talk about like what they need to fucking talk about.
Right.
And same with Devin. Skirt.
Right.
Shout out Skirt. He's not here, but yeah, that boy.
That
boy has a lot of tenacity.
He does
in
a
him.
lot more than I think that he would expect himself to.
Yeah.
So I think that there's just something about relativity and how things work where people come together and people meet and people get to talk about things.
Right.
And it's just like a really nice feeling to have people around you that, can express the same feelings that you have.
Right.
And if it's spitting bars, if it's, whatever, like it's a cool feeling to have people around you that are kind of on like the same wavelength.
Uh-oh.
For sure,
What does this say? The
Was that
King of Swords.
Is that Harry Potter?
No, I told somebody to pull a card
it's
for me.
reversed.
It's a reverse King of Swords.
What are you doing with your sword?
Bro.
Oh shit.
I could do a reading for you right now.
A reading?
I don't have my cards, but I have my app.
Oh, you're talking about
Tarot. Yeah,
tarot-
I had somebody
tarot
pull.
cards.
I had somebody pull a card for me, and I got the King of Swords, but it's upside down.
What does that mean?
Well, we're gonna find out.
King of Swords.
Yeah.
Well, so that's a good conversation to have. I want to know what you think about Amarillo.
Well, yeah.
Oh, what I think
'Cause
about
you guys were
Amarillo.
talking about that earlier, but I haven't
Yeah.
gotten to ask you. So.
Yeah, well, yeah, we touched on it briefly, but basically, yeah. Besides all the hotel stuff and everything like that, that was
What
like,
happened with your hotel? Was it some
Sketchy.
bullshit?
yeah,
some
yeah,
bullshit?
just some bullshit.
What hotel
yeah.
did you go to?
Fuck.
It was called the
it was,
Castle Inn.
Was it a
No, it
Momo
was,
ass
it was-
hotel?
It was.
You went to the
ex-
Castle Inn?
It was extended stays.
It was out there.
That was the first one.
Oh, I was like,
the
not
one that
the
was
cat.
the one that was
Bruh.
okay. I know the one that you're talking about.
I knew people that used
yeah.
to live there, bro.
Yikes.
What? And it's a hotel, exactly.
But
Right.
yeah, it was besides
just-
besides that.
Okay.
I was just telling Sai, like everyone that I've been meeting, like you and Jen and Skirt and Chris and like all the people in Amarillo.
Chris is
you
kinda
guys are
sketchy, though.
definitely
Kid's kind of sketchy.
He's
as fuck.
over in
Look
the
at him.
corner doing his shit, but
Look at him. He's
Yeah.
scheming over there.
he's being shady doing his thing.
yeah. Shady
But
fuck.
everyone's been super nice, super humble, very like honest with themselves, and I can
think that
appreciate
it's
it.
really cool that you're able to be a part of like what we like to do. I know that you
Yeah.
know Sai and everything.
Yeah.
But there's always been musicians here. There's always been music here.
Right.
Right.
And people wanting to put themselves out there and everything. So I think we're really thankful that like you can come out and
Thank you.
do
take
your
videos
thing.
of us and kind of like monitor what we're doing because
Yeah, this is
I
also
think-
going to be like the Texas Connect. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
Right.
besides some of the larger cities,
I think
which
there's definitely
yeah.
aspects of Amarillo that get broadcasted that aren't necessarily what Amarillo is,
yeah,
as far as like, where the money is in our
even
city and
even
things
maybe
like
the
that.
stereotype,
And,
like
like-
it's all just
And,
desert
and,
or
and like
like
politics
dead.
and as far as like geography goes of Amarillo, there's definitely people who are so like unrepresented that I know, I can sit here and I can talk about my life, but I know people that have blankets for walls here.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's a hard thing to comprehend, when you think about it in a larger scale, but again, music and being an artist is just like such an important thing to so many people here.
We'll literally die for it. Shit.
And having a good time and while making music, like if I didn't have music, I wouldn't have ever met anybody that I've known now.
Right.
And like I said, there's people I know who paint or whatever. But I think Amarillo should get more credit than it actually does.
Oh yeah, 100%.
There's a lot of people here who've been through a lot of fucking shit and still wake up every day and want to commit to producing some kind of art, like regardless of what it is.
Absolutely.
So I mean, I don't know. I have resentment towards it because of obviously like the people that are here or whatever. And I mean that's the same as any town, I mean I'm sure where you're from, people you don't like.
Right.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
You know
It
people.
doesn't- it
you
doesn't
know
matter
people in
too
the
much.
Scene that
Yeah.
it's like they're just nobodies, but it's all just like a part of character development kind
Absolutely.
of thing,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but where does your like connection to music come from? Like as far as like videoing things, like where was it that you were like, okay, I fuck with music enough to like film people? Like I've looked at some of your stuff. It's like I saw some videos and it was like you producing, I guess like metal bands and shit.
Right,
Which
right,
I can
right, right.
definitely get behind, bro, because that shit
Yeah.
was
So
shit was
yeah,
nice.
I think we touched on it a little bit, so I'll just give you the brief summary of it. But yeah, like I'm actually really proud of it. But there's at least one song in every genre that I could name that, like, I have a favorite song in that genre. You know what I mean? I like to think that my music taste is pretty like out there enough to be diverse in that way. But like all music is music. I can vibe to basically everything, like even country. You know what I mean? It's like
So,
that's like one thing that
right.
people are like, either you really like it or you really
Yeah.
hate it. But Aaron Lewis, man, he's got a voice.
There's something there in every genre. I mean,
Yeah.
even in Texas here, old school tin can music. It's a bop, you know. I think music videos are dope. I think like filming things, taking pictures, like it's such a like classic thing to do because it's just so timeless.
Yeah.
You know, when you can film people where they're at, where they are.
We kind of and we also kind of touched on that a little bit as well, in the sense that, to answer your question, it's
just like, well, I guess what I was originally asking was like the point where you picked up a camera and you were like, you know.
I had talked to a lot of artists around Fremont. That's between Oakland and San Jose and San Francisco, if you can imagine it. I've talked to a lot of artists out there, and a lot of them were saying, like, yeah, like I'm making music and stuff, but the next step is distribution, and then the next step is this, and the next step
like
is that.
Like friends, like homies that are like trying to just like
get
a voice out there, and you're kind of like, okay, well.
Yeah, and then usually the next step they say is I need to start YouTube and I need some type of visual element for that. Yeah, so
because that's what people do. They just scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll, and they like and they like and they like, you know. So
yeah, so I figured there's enough people that were serious enough that you know they would want something like that. So I just decided like you know like let's give this a shot. So I started out with a really dinky little shitty camera, and then. You know, eventually I bought a lens for it, and then eventually I started rigging it out, and then, you know, bought extra batteries, and then started researching lighting and angles and everything like that, and I started researching, like, Rembrandt lighting and all that, you know, like how to angle.
It's like it's like math.
Yeah,
it's
in a way.
Like a whole study.
Yeah.
Like people literally do that for, like, people who do that for, like, a living, dude. Like, it's fucking nuts.
It's serious and it's intense.
Yeah,
and you need, like, multiple people on set to, like, make it function smoothly. But it's, that's, like, kind of the monster that I'm, like, digging into a little bit now. But right now, it's mainly been, like, just me. So
if you can build a team, too, I think it definitely helps.
Yeah.
Like,
100%.
You know, like, artists that you definitely connect with. And
absolutely.
And you understand, like, where their music comes from and, like, their angles and, like, what you kind of want, you know.
Yeah. It's also a question of whether or not I believe in their music enough to film something.
I do like what you did the other night at Print Nation. That was the first time I ever shook my ass on camera.
There you go. Yeah.
And it was...
Kid, you fucking missed it, bro. You
could
have been in the music video.
Oh, come on.
I like how Kid, he just randomly, like, pops in with, like, just... he's really scheming over there, isn't he?
He's been here the whole time, though. You know?
Yeah,
we're vibing regardless.
Yeah, he's the gremlin in the back. Just not
even
pretend he's not there.
I was telling him like he's been on pod.
Yeah.
Not on his pod.
We need to get one for him.
Yeah, he doesn't have a podcast for him.
Yeah.
He just shows up.
I feel like he's more interesting than I am.
Oh, bullshit! I think
we'll get you situated.
That's the thing about people who draw.
Yeah, you think so?
Look over there.
They've got a lot to tell, but they just draw it out.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. They're just gonna draw a picture.
Shit on their mind.
Yeah.
Don't you, kid? Is it just tacos?
We hear the pain and the laugh. Don't worry.
Just tacos, bro.
We got you.
Bruh.
But yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I think it's cool that we can all just like kind of centralize and definitely meet in the middle.
And we're just bullshitting right here on the podcast, you know, just talking about life and what we believe and what we do.
Yeah.
And people are like, nom, 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 nom. They eat it up.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I hope that I'm relatable enough that someone would take something that I say and they're like, "Oh, that's interesting. I've never really thought about that before." Right. But I don't know. That's up for them.
I don't know. I think the best way to be relatable is like just being yourself, and that's what I was saying like earlier, like being vulnerable, like as somebody who creates things is something that is taken advantage of for sure. And like I think that's my one goal, like as an artist, is to just be real about what I'm feeling. And I know somebody out there will definitely be like, damn, like, you know, like you ever listen to a song and you're like, fuck, like That's exactly how I feel.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
You know, it's crazy. We've been listening to a lot of music that, like, the vibe is on point with you being here. Like, that Pray song. What was it called?
That's right, by East Coast.
Yeah, East Coast.
Yeah,
And then,
yeah.
what was it? City Bike. And I was like, dude.
City Bike was good.
And the guy was talking about, like, how it was crazy. It's a
man,
crazy
that was
song,
some pain.
But, like,
there was some pain in his voice.
I listened to it today, and it was talking about, like, coming back up from, like, a bad relationship. And
he was like, go fuck yourself.
I got hella hoes. And, like, you know, you don't want to fuck with me, fine. I got 2 bitches waiting for me in the house, you know.
Right.
But that guy goes in, and he is, like, talking about that, and he goes, I can't. There's no time to feel sad because I got perks and I got fucking this and that. Like, I'm still on some shit. I got money and stuff like that.
I feel like I need to wear sunglasses with you guys.
Right.
Yeah.
Right now.
We'll get you
sunglasses?
I don't have any.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then he goes, at the end, he goes, he says, you got my name tattooed way too fucking early to have that shit on your body, you bitch. And then at the end, he's like, I gave you everything. And then that fucking beat drops.
Yeah.
I was like, bro went in.
Bro went in.
Bro
I
went
like it.
in hard.
I like it.
Who is that again?
It was a song called City Bike.
I
But
forget
it was
who it was by.
City and then BIIK.
It was City with 2 eyes.
Like
Yeah.
from here or?
No. It was
No,
we were just vibing on Spotify.
Yeah. I've been showing you a lot of music from my childhood.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
dude, fucking Spotify comes through though.
Yeah, Spotify.
Yeah.
It's either Spotify or YouTube Premium. I love YouTube Premium.
Yeah.
I've
never bought
I have
Spotify.
never paid for YouTube a day in my life.
I've paid
is
for
the
YouTube
best.
before.
YouTube-
It was just to download like podcasts and like some music. Like on the plane ride
If
and
somebody
everything.
said you gotta either choose
You know
Spotify
what?
or YouTube, I would choose YouTube.
YouTube
Yeah.
used to not fucking have ads.
Yeah, I
Right.
know.
It used to just be streamers and people who fucking made content,
Right,
and you never
right.
even had to ever think about paying for anything because
Yeah.
YouTube was just YouTube.
I like that they have the download feature now. Because
Right.
now I can just like listen to shit on the airplane. I mean, like I brought books with me to like read this time because like I paid for like I got like 1 month for free or like something like that.
Right.
So I was listening to my podcast. I was listening to my music on the plane to and from India, but but this time I'm just like reading books. I'm super into reading
to
now.
and from India?
Yeah, it was a 17-hour flight.
You were in India?
I was in India. Yeah, we went over it briefly, but super cool. Get to meet family.
You just missed a
spiritual
whole bunch
stuff.
of shit.
I did, but
Yeah.
I mean, I was sitting in there the whole
It
time.
was the spiritual stuff, and then that's how we got into that conversation.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's dope though.
Yeah. It was
Are you
really
from
cool.
there originally?
Yeah,
or-
yeah. My mother is Indian.
What part of India?
West Coast. Like if you imagine India, like the shape of it, it's
Okay.
like in the middle on the west side.
So, but it wouldn't be considered like a state though. It would be
the state is called Maharashtra,
okay.
and then the city we're from is called Pune.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's where my
and
mother's
that's,
from.
And that's where you live usually, but
No,
you're in Cali right now.
I born and
Yeah.
raised in California.
Born and raised in Cali.
Yeah,
So-
that's why I sound white.
Okay.
There you go.
You got that Valley girl
Yeah.
accent.
Yeah, oh my god, you know what I mean? Like,
You're
we're
like,
gonna go to
"Oh my God, I'm
Starbucks and get like 30
literally-
different fucking things in my drink, and then if the barista
Literally
fucks it up, I
from
swear to God.
California. Oh my God.
Wait,
Oh,
literally, I'm recording you right now. 'Cause literally, you're
Well, that's
causing a
cool
scene.
though. So I
Yeah.
mean, like, how is that translated? Being in California, have you always like lived there by yourself, or
You mean India?
yeah, like is that something that have you taken that like from like cross continent to where you are now? Like
You mean like
His mom, his mom lives in Cali too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. My mother's an immigrant.
right.
Yeah. So.
Well, I mean, when you think about like where it is, as far as the ocean goes and flights and shit like that, it's
Yeah.
the same thing with like China. Like there's a lot of people from like as far as like immigrants go
Right.
from like on the northeast, southwest, west coast.
Yeah.
I guess there's a
I
lot of
don't-
people coming over from
Yeah, in terms
there,
of
yeah.
in terms of the culture in India, I'm not too certain because like there's so many people. There's
Mhm.
like over 1 billion people,
Well,
and there's like
right.
so much to do there. But in terms of like what I brought back with me, it's a lot because like we kind of went over it already. But like I'm very estranged from my culture, like on that side of my family. So being able to see it at an age now where I can digest that information.
Right.
It's a lot more different than when you're
So-
like 5 or 6 years old and you don't know what's going on.
It's technically today, but today is Independence Day for
Right.
us as the United States.
Yeah.
July 4th.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, is that any significance to you at all?
Right,
or-
yeah, and we also kind of went over that a little bit
Jesus
too.
Christ. You should have been on the
No,
pod.
no, that's okay. It's totally fine. But yeah, I'm fairly patriotic. I love the country that I'm living in.
Okay.
I love the opportunities that America has, and I'm definitely at that
Basically,
point
what
where
he's saying
Well,
is,
I don't mean to pry, but
No, no,
I
no,
mean
not at
it's
all.
just
basically what
like-
he's saying is he's glad that George W. Bush did 9/11.
okay.
I'm glad old Bush
I thought
boy
it
is
was
out.
Grimace, bro.
Oh, Grimace did 9/11.
It was Grimace.
Grimace did 9/11.
Grimace did 9/11.
What's one conspiracy that you believe and you'll die on that hill? What's
One conspiracy?
that you'll die on the hill for?
One
Oh,
conspiracy?
man.
Oh, that they're adding fluoride to the water, and that's not even a conspiracy.
That's a true
They're
thing.
they're actually doing
Yeah,
that.
they're actually doing
Yeah,
it.
no, there's document. Yeah, so like I
Look
watched
down
I
the
watched a podcast, right, and it's called
Yeah.
the Sean Ryan Show,
Okay.
and it's actually about like I'll give a quick rundown, but it's basically it's this retired CIA ex-Navy SEAL guy, and he interviews like Delta Force operators, ex-Navy SEALs guy, MARSOC raiders, and everything. And then he also interviewed
Manhattan.
Dr. Greer or something like that, and like they were talking for like 2 hours about like declassified UFO information.
Oh yeah.
And it's like it's all pretty real.
Right.
Like because recently the government has released a whole bunch of declassified documents
Right.
about UFOs.
Right.
And they don't know where it's coming from, you know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not going to speculate and like say like, oh, there's gray aliens with big ass eyes and they're walking around, you know what I mean? Because I don't have enough information.
Like skinheads, like fucking.
Yeah,
like
they're
reptilian
Nazis from
people.
outer space, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
probably.
I don't think Nazis exist in outer space. They exist on planet Earth. I think my greatest conspiracy is that Germans had more information than the U.S. did
Yeah, they did.
about UFOs.
They
And
did.
time travel.
And
It's because Hitler was a real fucking kooky ass person.
Huh?
Oh yeah.
Well, you know
wanna hop
about that,
in
right?
real quick?
Hitler time traveled.
it's about that time?
well, I mean, I definitely know that there's like conspiracy, like that the Fourth Reich is still going on, and he lives in like a fucking glacier. And, like, fucking, like-
So there was one thing. He
And like
apparently
Antarctica
he
or some
recently
shit
died,
like that.
and he was living in Brazil.
Hitler was.
Yeah. Apparently there was one thing where he escaped.
Who
went
fucking
to
knows,
Brazil,
dude?
Went to
Like,
Brazil, got married to a Brazilian chick,
listen,
and died
I
at like
used to-
86.
I used to do a lot of fucking drugs, and when I was on drugs, that was the shit. That was the content I was watching. It was like, Hitler's still alive, and they still have ships boarded in fucking Antarctica and shit like that. Like,
Yeah,
shit.
crazy.
I have a few.
Yeah.
We never been to space. Planes don't fly.
Interesting.
Prove to
How
me.
the fuck did
Why?
I get here?
Prove to me that the Earth
Sigh.
is round.
Oh my
Planes don't
god.
fly. What?
Hold on, let me finish.
Baby.
Keep
I
going.
gave you the mic. You know.
No,
What-
no, no. Yeah,
What,
keep
what
going.
did I say at the beginning? What was the first
So
one?
you said planes don't fly.
Planes don't fly.
Didn't go to space.
Didn't go to space.
Yeah.
Prove to me that the Earth is round.
Okay.
We created AIDS.
We might have to take a break again.
That's
We
what I just
created
said.
AIDS
And run the
HIV.
intro.
We might
and then it'll
we
be
might
a
have to
funny
take
intro
a break
thing.
again.
And the
'cause-
Philadelphia
That's
Project.
like the fourth time I've told them to like run the intro again. We'll just like half chop it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the Philadelphia Project, but
I
What-
don't know what that is.
Explain that.
I don't know
the
what that is.
Philadelphia Project was a ship that was boarded in Philadelphia. There was some weird thing that happened that made the ship disappear
Okay.
out of the port, just zoop, and it ended up in Chicago. And when the ship was in Chicago, the people that were on board on the Philadelphia ship were actually molded into the fucking ship itself, because when they time traveled or whatever the fuck they did,
Is
it
that
fucked up
real?
them. Go look it up.
Yeah.
Go look it up.
What is it called? The Philadelphia.
The Philadelphia Project.
The Philadelphia Project. You heard about it, Chris? No, that's because you're a normal functioning member of
'Cause
society.
you're a fucking wook.
Yeah.
Oh, and Bigfoot's actually real 100%.
Oh,
Bigfoot's
100%.
real.
100%.
See, we can talk about religion and God all day, but Bigfoot's motherfucking real.
Yeah.
We can talk about how fake God is, but Bigfoot, he's real as shit.
Bigfoot, that
Yeah.
motherfucker's alive and well.
What do you... This is an awesome God.
God,
He
he
reigns
reigns.
from heaven above, from wisdom, power, and love.
I do
our
ha-
I-
God is an
I do have
awesome
to use the
God.
restroom, so.
Well, we're about done.
Yeah.
This is like a 2-hour or 3-hour pod.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
So
Thank
I don't know,
you.
was there-
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
MOSHCAST.
100%.
Lucy,
I love you
ladies
so
and
much,
gentlemen.
Si.
This new-
Rohan.
Did you see my new shirt that he got me?
I saw the back of it.
Yeah.
You
Check
got
it
him
out.
this?
Yeah.
I did.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Bars.
Very
Yeah, I
nice.
like
Very
that.
nice.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
Plague,
Yeah.
what's the future for Plague? What's
the
going
future for Plague?
on? Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah. So when I go back to California, I think it's just gonna be like running through projects again. You know what I
Okay.
mean? I have some big stuff planned. I have some little stuff planned. So it's just gonna be about navigating my way through that and all the other things that are going on in my life right now. But yeah, coming to Texas has been really fun, man.
Yeah,
Definitely getting to meet people for the first time has been like a very humbling experience. I've told you this before, but like I'm very surprised that that I've found people as genuine as you and Chris and Skirt and Lucy and all the other people that I've had the pleasure of meeting. It's very interesting that I'm so far away, but I feel so at home here.
right.
So I'm very thankful. I'm very blessed. In terms of like the future, it's just gonna be, working on your music video. Probably
Right.
that'll be in like the immediate future, and
Right.
then whenever you want to drop that, you can drop that. There's gonna be a show for some of the bands that I've been filming out there.
Great.
And what else? There's a few more like new people, and like like I said, I'm dipping into like new genres and stuff like
Right.
that. It's like R&B is definitely one
Maybe
of those
stepping
things.
into like filmmaking, maybe.
One more time.
Maybe stepping into like filmmaking.
Yeah, so like storyboarding and stuff like that. I've gotten my feet wet, but now I'm taking on more serious projects like that.
Okay.
So it's definitely stretching my creative muscles. Being able to make serious videos that reflect serious lyrics, that's a big thing. That's a big
Right.
deal for me. So
Right.
yeah, that's
Good.
kind of like what I've got planned so far.
So where can everybody find you?
Yeah, Plague.av on Instagram. That's the main thing that I'm on. I have TikTok. I'm not really on TikTok like that. I have my stuff on YouTube, and that's linked into my Instagram. So if you go to Instagram at Plague.av, I'm sure All Might over here will put it in the
100%.
description. But
100%.
yeah, that's where most people can find me and see what I'm working on.
100%, dude.
Yeah,
It's been a fucking honor
thank you
for you
Thank
to be on pod here.
Dude, I
at the
really
MOSHCAST.
appreciate it. You and Skirt have been like rocks while I'm here,
Right.
and like I'm very thankful that like you've been driving me around, taking me everywhere, like
That's what I
taking
do.
your own time. Like it's probably been even more stressful for you because you got work going on and
Yeah.
everything too, and
I'll
Can I show
literally
myself
die on the
out
side of
real
the
quick?
road.
yeah, you've just been making up so much time for me, and like making sure that I have a good time, and I really
Right.
appreciate it.
100%, dude.
Yeah.
Always, dude. And
Original
I just wanted your stay at Texas to be good.
Yeah. I've
So-
had a great time, and we still got like 2 more days left. So
Yeah.
let's see what kind of damage we can do. Yeah,
For real, 100%. Let's burn this fucking town down.
let's do it
All right, guys. We'll see you next
Bruce
week.
got the right
and
one.
like
Hey, yo.
always,
next week. And roll music.
And like always,
L-U-C-Y.
go fuck yourself.
There we go.
Almighty side.
There we go.
So